All right. See what we got going on here. Okay, that's cool. I think my phone is interfering with my speakers, man. They keep getting some cross talk. Okay. The sound is working, audio is working. We're good to go. All right. So earlier, I was, if you got the ESPN app on your phone, you would notice that every now and again throughout the day, you would get, the what's happening news and stuff like that on there, which is kind of is convenient um in a sort of way that you're always kind of in tune what's going on in boxing and other sports. So today I was, on the internet. Well, at work on my phone, and I get like a little notification from ESPN. Little notification from ESPN. Let me pull it up. So I want to pull up the article so you guys can see this. You know. So I end up getting this. And at first I was like, damn, the fuck? They keep putting this dude on and time again. I don't see this is the whole web page for the article. And then, you know, I was just like, well, you know what? Good for Anthony Joshua. This is good. You know, you can't do nothing but, you can't say nothing good sometimes, didn't say nothing at all. But this is good for him. And the reason why I say this is good for him, having an article like this was talked about. I read a little bit of it. This is a lengthy ass article. It's damn near like a bigly bio, bibliography. It's a couple of paragraphs. Maybe if it was in Word, you know, no double spaces and stuff like that, maybe it'd be about 2-3 pages. And I was just like, I ain't got time to read this. But I read a little bit of it, and it's talked about, the gym that he grew up out of, the gym that he still visits and stuff like that, and how people adore him, and kind of like a little background story of him and stuff like that. And talked about some other crap. But you know, at the end of the day, this is good for Anthony Joshua. If nobody else out there is getting recognition, at least this guy is. At least a guy that came from nothing, made something, Edward Hearn Matchroom Boxing made something out of him and stuff like that. At least somebody's getting a look in boxing. Because ain't nobody else is getting a look like he is. Canelo ain't getting that look. When's the last time you saw a good article on him? Deontay Wilder ain't getting that look. Um, People are now starting to talk about Spence. I mean, at least on First Take and all that stuff. But how long is that going to last for? Is that going to be like every couple of months you get an article out of him, on ESPN or on Fox or whatever, CBS, anywhere else? You know, I thought this is good. And then not only that is, it's good for boxing. It's good for boxing to have something like this because at least somebody is getting a look. At least somebody. If it's not, this is how long it is, man. This is very long. It was written by some dude from Connecticut, I guess. This I can't pronounce it. Sounds like a African descent name. I'm trying to read this because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is that. Williams and Hirokawa for ESPN. I'm trying to figure out what that is all about. But anyways, this is good. They got him on the front, I guess on this front cover right here. I ain't trying to see the image. I'm trying to see if it had named the article when it was for to pull up the article. Well, that magazine and tell me when that was made because I'm not subscribed to ESPN or anything like that. But like I said, it's good for boxing, man. That somebody out there is getting the look. You know what I'm saying? And if this was Deontay Wilder, you know, people be downplaying this article and stuff. What's up, Marquez Johnson? You know, let me put this in the description so if y'all want to go check it out, y'all can. You know, since I'm got to cite your source. Yeah, whatever, dude. King Joshua, my ass, man. You know, he ain't the king of nothing till he fight. You know who? You know what I'm saying? He ain't the king until he fights. You know who? And that's point blank. Period. But you come in here talking about King Joshua, and I'm giving this dude good props and stuff like that. So at least you could kind of, you know, not be trollish. But at the end of the day, you know, ESPN, PBC being with ESPN, Top Rank being with ESPN and stuff like that. You know, you got Tyson Fury out there and stuff. You got Deontay Wilder. You got Charlo. You got all these other cats that fought on ESPN before that ain't even getting this look. You know, and you got to ask yourself, why is it time and over again, no offense, is foreigners getting a better look than what the Americans over here is getting? You know, I was in Toledo this weekend and I started noticing that they're playing WizKid, which is an African artist, on the radio. And I was like, when they start doing this? And the homie was like, man, they been start doing this out here because they got a big Nigerian population out there. Dude, if you want to see my face, man, that just shows you how gay you is. You, like something. Why you want to see my face for, man? I'm not jealous. I'm being real. You know, do you live out here in the States? So, anyways, you know, so I started watching, TV and stuff like that. Good looking out, Will Magic Man. You got his ass. I was looking at a couple of things, man. I was looking at a couple of TV shows, couple of movies, and I'm starting to see more and more Africans in movies and in TV shows. And then I'm starting to see more UK dudes on our news channels, on Fox News, CNN, and everywhere. All these foreigners, and I'm like, damn, we can't even get a fair shake in the game, you know. But it's all right because at least somebody's getting a job out there. At least somebody is making a way for the next wave of group of people and stuff like that. So you can't really be mad. But another thing that I noticed is that at the end of Efe Ajaba's fight, I noticed that he had a Nigerian artist playing in the ring while he was being announced the winner. You know what I'm saying? I never heard that with Anthony Joshua. Maybe it happened. Just because I haven't heard it doesn't mean it don't exist. But, you know, as far as this article is concerned, see, that's me right there in that picture right there. That picture was taken last year. And I'm 32 years old. I'm not a kid. So that'll tell you right there. That should tell you right there what I look like. I'm fat and I'm out of shape, huh? Okay, bruh. You know, so in the article on the top, it says one world under Anthony Joshua, right? When you have three other top heavyweight contenders out there. You see what I'm saying? And then not only that, what's up, Nitty G? What's up, Will Magic Man? Not only that, you have other fighters out there that's worth mentioning of the title of one world under Errol Spence, one world under Crawford, one world under Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on. But I don't see them getting any looks like this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really talking about them guys. Everybody want to see Deontay Wilder fight somebody. Everybody. And now you got this fight at Madison Square Garden, and they want it to be the biggest thing since sliced bread and all this stuff. Right? Madison Square Garden having their own stock. Madison Square Garden having their own shareholders and stuff like that. God knows what they got their hands in. I think their stock is like $200 a pop or something like that. And I'm starting to think, like, I don't think any of these cats out here really care about American fighters, no matter how good they are. And especially when they bringing up issues that goes on in America. They don't want to hear that shit. You think these Nigerians out here, when they come up over here, they care about really care about what's going on in the news with cops shooting people with gentrification and all that stuff? Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. You know, some of these cats, they've seen worse shit than this, and they lived through worse, and some of them, you know, never been broke, never missed a meal in their life and stuff like that. So what do you expect? But one world under Anthony Joshua. One world. How do you guys feel about that? When you have other fighters out there that's worth being mentioned in the article like this. When you got people out there trying to throw money at Tyson Fury, they threw money, he took it, throwing money at Anthony Joshua, throwing money at Tank Davis, trying to, who knows? Errol Spence and Crawford might be next. They might be next. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. It's straight up a shame that you have countless fighters out there that ain't getting the look that they deserve. Like Anthony Joshua is the only one out here putting in work, you know, in the ring. Like Anthony Joshua is the only one knocking out people. Nobody knew who Anthony Joshua was in the United States until he came here and ESPN started doing articles on him. The ESPN could have been doing articles on a lot of these American fighters, trying to so they could get fighters. Yeah, you caught that dude, Will Magic Man. Caught his ass. It's disgusting. When will one of these companies? Oh, when will one of these? See, he not even signed to ESPN. Anthony Joshua ain't even signed to ESPN. He on his own. And I don't even know if he signed to them. Really? But like I said, man, it's a doggone shame, man. But anyways, let's look at here. Let's see what we got else in the news. We got Conor McGregor getting locked up, going to jail. I think they said it was strong arm robbery or something like that. Hearn talking about he making Gervonta Tank Davis a massive offer. I don't, you know, I'm gonna put it like this: that massive offer ain't really a massive offer that he making it seem out to be, especially if you offering other fighters way more money than what you offering, you know, him. But I hope you ain't trying to put the one-eyed bandit Cyclops in there with Tank Davis and think this is gonna be easy. Because if Tank Davis goes up in there, whoops, and fights him on his own for $5 million, that belt's going to be gone. You're going to have one less champion, in my opinion. But who knows? It's boxing. Things happen. You know, sometimes people get caught. Sometimes people, they make mistakes in the ring. Sometimes people don't know how to evolve and adapt in the ring. So who knows? But, you know, who knows what happened in that? But I don't think that is massive as what Edward Hearn has been paying everybody else. You're trying to offer Deontay Wilder $15 million to fight on his own, to fight anybody he wants to, then do 2 fight deals with a two-way rematch. No, what is it? What did he say? A 2-fight deal with Anthony Joshua. For God knows how much. I think he said 20 apiece, but who knows? Maybe it's not even that. You know? You got Bob Arum running his mouth out here. You got Daniel Dubois over there setting a return in April 13th. That's going to be good. It doesn't say who's going to fight, but you know, I'm gonna try to tune into that one. I've been missing his fights. I haven't been missing them, but I've been missing the time that they're on. So you got Derek Chisora saying that Joseph Parker bitched out, but you know, you bitched in the ring. You gassed out in the ring, homie. Come on, bruh. So, you know, I don't know what Derek Chisora thinking he's going to do in the ring and stuff like that, but come on, bro. You got to do something different, man. You can't be coming up in the ring doing the same thing over and over again. You got to take something from Dillian White's book. He went up in at least he went up in the ring, and figure out how to get you up out of there. I.e. that left hook that he been working on. So what you gonna work on, Derek Chisora? You gonna work on your stamina issues? You gonna work out how to pace yourself in the ring? What you gonna work on? You gotta do something, bro. Gotta do something. And let's talk about this. So the Zone, right? So one of the head, what is his name? Skipper. His name is Skipper, right? He came on the news, man. He was on the news. Well, he wasn't on the news. He was on what was it? Fight Hype. He was on Fight Hype, talking a bit, and I thought it was pretty cool that he came on. He didn't talk shit about nobody. He kept it G. He seems like a pretty cool dude. He seems as far as running the business, to the aspect of that, he knows that in this type of business, you can't be going around here talking shit, acting like you the big swinging dick on campus. It doesn't work like that. Because when you do stuff like that, you end up like Edward Hearn. Everybody hating you. Everybody out there not wanting to do business with you. Not wanting to talk to you. Not wanting to pick up the phone. Not wanting to answer an email. But let's talk about some of the stuff that Skipper said. We have a clear agenda at DAZN to bring fans the best fights for affordable subscription price. We are not going to be able to bring fans the fights without Gennady Golovkin. He was a key element of what we're going to be, which is to be premier destination for fight fans. There was a very little question in my mind that this is a single signing we need to make. Happy to hear Golovkin inspect 6 times, and happy to hear that more than 6 times if he's still fighting at a high level. We're thrilled. There's a great deal for us, and we're very excited, said DAZN's executive chairman, John Skipper. The main thing I got out of there is that he set the agenda in the first sentence. Bringing fans the best fights for affordable subscription price. The best fights, right? So far they haven't been doing it. So to an extent they have, but not consistently and stuff like that. Because come on, AJ versus Miller is not a fight. It's not the best fight. It's not the best fight that fans want to see. But that's what we have to deal with right now. For right now. He also goes to say our intention is to bring fans the best. Oh, you already read that. Damn it. They duplicated this shit. Oh, they must have been copying and pasting. Oh, let me read this then. Our intention is to bring the fans the best fight and the fights they most want to see. Our third fight between Gennady Golovkin is what fans want to see. The fans don't. Who wants to see that? Hold up. Who really wants to see that? But anyways, we're focused right now on May 4th with Canelo and versus Danny Jacobs. Jacobs happens to be a DAZN fighter, and we're focused on that fight. Gennady will have it in June, which we are excited to be a difficult fight. He's only interested in fighting appropriate opponents. He's only appropriate opponents. So what does that mean? Canelo is only focused on fighting appropriate fights. Does that mean he's only focused on fighting people that's going to bring in the money? Does that mean that he's only worried about he's only focused on fighters that's going to help him become undisputed, solidify his pound for pound? I mean, okay, he gets up in here, he beats Daniel Jacobs and goes and fights and beats Gennady Golovkin, and then after that, who is he going to fight? Is he going to fight Daniel Jacobs twice? You know what I'm saying? What if Daniel Jacobs win, and then you just gonna move on to you know? Come on, bro. It's Canelo versus Triple G. You know, I don't think that's a fight. This is my opinion. I don't think this is the fight that people would want to really see. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what is offered to us, but it's not what we have to take. Remember that. It's not these fights ain't something that you got to sit here and take. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know, I don't care what anybody says. But one thing I noticed from this skipper guy, they want to do anything in their power to get Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Right? That's a good thing. That is a very good thing. You know, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here, man. Because I know he said something. I know he said he's trying to do anything to make the fight. So if you're willing to, let's see. Will Magic Man saying Jake is going to have to stamp on Canelo's head to make sure he's KO'd if he wants any chance of winning. I mean, that's the going consensus on it. That this guy is going to have to get up in there and, KO this guy. In my opinion, if he gets up in there and whoops on him, and it looks like, without a shadow of a doubt, this guy, Daniel Jacobs won. They're gonna give it to him. They're gonna give it to Jacobs. I don't think it'd be a robbery like that. But if it's close, it's going. It's not. I don't think it'd go to a draw. It's gonna go to Canelo, man. I don't think. I know they gave triple. I know it happened before, but I don't think it's gonna happen again. I think they'd give it to him. I don't think it'd be like that. So the skipper of, like I said, DAZN said, reported by Blue Blood Sports TV, Deontay Wilder must be signed by any means necessary, says DAZN chief John Skipper. Right? And I'll put this in here so y'all can go and listen to it if y'all haven't. Put it out in there. Got to cite some sources. So, with that being said, what do y'all think they're gonna give him? And they're gonna give this guy more than what Edward Hearn was trying to do? They're gonna give him the same amount. Are they gonna give him the same amount that was already issued, that was already, put out there for all the world to hear and reading and stuff like that? Damn near a 3-fight deal. Whatever. If it's a good amount, I'll put it like this. I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. And what's good for him is good for me to watch. So if Deontay Wilder goes out there and signs with DAZN for 1 fight or 2 fights or 3 fights or whatever, I'm gonna watch. And I don't see why people out there, how they like to do is put the LDBC name in their mouth and say things like, well, the LDBC believes that, DAZN was going to fail because of Edward Hearn. Well, first off, that wasn't because of Edward Hearn. It was because still right now, look who they got. Look at the advertisement. I don't see Canelo with an ESPN bibliography. I don't see Canelo and Danny Jacobs being talked about like, Anthony Joshua. I don't see him. But I guess I'm wrong. I guess we wrong. I guess we wrong that DAZN ain't doing right by all of their fighters. You know what I'm saying? Only one guy is getting a look. And I brought this up. And I brought something similar to this up. I was like, hey, wait a minute. If Deontay Wilder goes to the zone, is he gonna get the equal treatment that Anthony Joshua's getting? Is he gonna get that equal treatment? Is he gonna get equal treatment what Canelo is getting? Is he gonna get equal treatment what Jacobs is getting? Tevin Farmer is getting? What would be the priority? What on Deontay Wilder? What would be the priority? Would he be the guy to sit back on the back burner and boost Anthony Joshua's name up the whole time during the fight and rarely talk about him? You know, so that's some shit you got to think about. You know, will they be fully invested in Deontay Wilder if he signed to the zone? Or will he just be a trophy? You know what I'm saying? Will it just be something that you just sit on your mantle collecting dust? And then every year during spring cleaning, you dust them off a bit. You know what I'm saying? You dust them off, you polish them up a bit. You know, but I was on Blue Bloods channel. You know, I think I posted it. Let me see. I posted a comment on there. I want to pull it up and see what was said. I posted on there. I said what Skipper saying, they want to sign Deontay Wilder by any means necessary. I wrote, this is just to show you Deontay Wilder is worth more than what Edwin Hearn has been offering him. Because Edwin Hearn didn't offer anything remotely that resembles wanting to make the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight by any means necessary. The offers that you've seen from Edwin Hearn seem like it was just enough to go into negotiations to see if he'd take this deal. Not that, hey, I know what Deontay Wilder wants. Let me see if he take this. And then if he doesn't like it, you know, I'll go up a little bit. But this is my going rate right here. And I want to get it lower or close to it as possible. So I can still make some money. So I can save DAZN some money or Matchroom Boxing some money. Just like when you go in there and doing a job interview. You're supposed to know how much you're worth. And then when they ask you, then when they ask you, it's like, hey, so what are you looking to get paid? Do you lowball yourself? Do you ask exactly how much you're worth? Do you go a little bit under? Do you go way under so you can just get the job? What's up, Laws? I sent you a link. What do you do in it? What do you do? So look at Deontay Wilder. He figures he's worth this amount, right? He goes up in the job interview. He doesn't hear he hears a number that is decent. But then in the contract it says you have to do this, that, and the third. And he's like, wait a minute. But if I work overtime, I don't get time and a half. But I don't get paid for what I do. I get paid a salary. So I get a fixed salary. Wait a minute. So I don't have an incentive. There's no incentive for me to go beyond and above. I'm stuck at this. Nah, I'm gonna see what else I can find. I think I have enough money in my pocket to go work a few jobs and stuff like that, and I'll be comfortable with that rather than not taking a sucker deal. So what do you expect? What do you expect him to do? You expect somebody to go up in there and not take what they think they're worth? Will Magic Man said it's got to be 50-50. Anything less is them just saying we don't want that smoke. Well, Magic Man, and you know, in my opinion, it's if you know what the guy wants, and you go up in there with the dumbass offer, you don't want the fight. You don't want that guy. You don't want that. You don't want him to be an employee, and that's point blank. Period. If you know that Deontay Wilder said a few things, he would have took the 15 if there was a rematch clause. Then he got fucked around by Edward Hearn in the media, then fucked around with Edward Hearn back and forth with the negotiations. Then he said 50-50. And then Edward Hearn is all like, oh man, shit, he about to fight Tyson Fury. Wait a minute. Here's 40% with a rematch clause or a two-way what Edward Hearn likes to call them, 2-fight deals. Then what? But you knew Deontay Wilder was like, yo, homie, you know what? I take that 15 million. You know what? Matter of fact, I take whatever you give me, as long as in the rematch you take what you gave me. Oh no, we can't do that. Oh no, we can't do that. Nah, that's not realistic. Nah, you could have gave the man $5. $5. You could have gave him 250K. You could have gave him 1 million. You could have gave him 2 million. You could have gave him 5 million. You could have gave him something reasonable. 15 million. 10 million. You could have came back and said something different. You could have said, hey man, look, that's a risky bet. And you know that. I'm a promoter. I got to deal with all these angles and stuff like that. Because be realistic. What if Anthony Joshua, like what was it, World Breaker or Fanon said? He sprains his ankle in the ring. He blows an ACL. He breaks a hand. You know what I'm saying? They a headbutt and he gets and he starts bleeding all over the place and his eyeball is dangling. And the fight gets stopped. What do you do then? So he could have been like, you know what? That's not reasonable. But hey, let's do this. I'm gonna meet you in the middle a little bit, bruh. And what we could do is we could start over with the negotiations. We can you tell me what you want, and we meet half, and I'm gonna try to meet you there halfway. But what we get is a whole bunch of this motherfucker ain't realistic. I don't know what they're doing over there at the PBC, calling Shelly Finkel out of his name and all that stuff. Blasey blah, woo woo woo. What kind of promoter does that? You in the business of making fights. You in the business of public relations. You in the business of customer service. You are in the business of making fights, networking with people, befriending people. I don't care who you is. You in an entertainment game like this, you got to know somebody. You gotta have a Rolodex with numbers to help finagle you to get to oh man, we need to speed this process for this license. Hey man, you know somebody, blah blah woo woo woo. Hey man, we need to who you got to what's up, main event, Mark? We need to get the stadium, man. You know somebody that can get us in at a good price for the stadium, or that can get us on a different date and stuff like that. What kind of motherfuckers going to do business with you when you out there fucking talking about a motherfucker like that? Like Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel don't know nobody. Don't know nobody. So that date that you have over there in New York, that's probably the only date that you can get at Madison Square Garden. That was probably the only date that you can get. Because I don't think that I would like to say Edward Hearn and DAZN, and the people that work for those two companies or that teeters to those two companies are stupid enough, like World Breaker Fighter and Kurt said, to put the fight on the biggest rivalry in the United States. I don't think they're that dumb. I don't think they are. But they did it willingly. I don't think they're that dumb. But let's go back to the article, that thing when I wrote on Blue Blood Sports TV thing. This guy gonna say Deontay Wilder is only worth what DAZN is willing to give him because of AJ. Without AJ fight, Wilder would stay a free agent. Even the PBC didn't lock him in. Well, check this out. The reason why Deontay Wilder is not locked into the PBC, I'm clearly speculating. I'm clearly speculating. This is my opinion. The only reason why he's not, because it makes it easier for him to get fights, to get into fights. He has no restrictions. No restrictions. He has nothing out there saying that he can't fight on this platform. He has nothing out there that's saying that he can't do business with anybody that we know of. And then another thing is, we're not the one that asked for Matchroom Boxing USA to set up shop in America. We're not the ones who said that, hey, we need DAZN out here to come buy out the whole lot of American fighters so we can get the best fighting the best, so we can get the fights that we want to see. We're not the ones that said that. They came over here on their own free will without anybody asking them. They didn't. What's up, Laws?
Right, brother.
Not much.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You know me, baby.
Good man, good man.
Yeah. So, if you think about it, like I said, them guys at DAZN ain't stupid. Edward Hearn ain't stupid. None of these promoters out here are stupid. DAZN knows when they came out here, they needed to get American fighters. Edward Hearn came out here with a hard dick, talking about he got X amount of dollars from DAZN. I got a money bag. Anybody want this bag? Come on. Tevin Farmer, come on. Jacobs, come on. Canelo, come on. Triple G, come on. Come on. I get them all. Adam Kornacki, what you want, baby? What you want, baby boy? Come on. Why do you think they're doing that? Because DAZN can't succeed without American fighters. They can't. Because if they could succeed without American fighters, they'll be having a whole bunch of UK fights up over here in the US. Oh. But we had a few, and those, they kind of suck. They're not that great. They're not that great. And now, check this out. Why do you think so? DAZN gave Canelo 50 million. I mean, 365 million, whatever, however, how much it is, because of Anthony Joshua, right? So you mean to tell me that DAZN is going to give Deontay Wilder, God knows how much, but we know that the motherfucker said by any means necessary, right? And that's because of AJ. So AJ is over here. AJ is not over here for himself. AJ is over here because in order for DAZN to be successful, they have to put on the best shows that they can. And that's what they said. So how can they put the best shows that they can and be all they can be without Matchroom Boxing bringing their cash cow over here and hosting a fight against a bum? They have to do something, because without bringing this dude, it doesn't show good faith from Matchroom Boxing. That, hey man, we win negotiations. You signed a contract with us to take this money to help us build to help us build DAZN, and you haven't brought your dude up over here. We need him to come up over here with them 3 belts, do all these interviews, get this big ass, long ass ESPN fucking article that looks like a big biography so they can spread the word on Anthony Joshua, Mr. Take Over the World, Pinky in the Brain. So now the last piece that we see is Deontay Wilder. That's the last piece. Who else in America who else? Name one American that's bigger than Deontay Wilder in boxing right now. There is none. So you mean to tell me that DAZN is giving Deontay Wilder all this money because of their unknown fighter has came over here in America and want to fight him, allegedly. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. These cats, they act like they live in a cave. You can't be that stupid. Then I had this one guy tell me that, oh, we're happy to see success stories from our countrymen. You happy to see success stories from your countrymen? You talking about Edward Hearn, homie? You mean the dude that makes you pay 3 times the amount to go watch a fight live, live live and in color? You mean that guy? You mean that guy, that the ticket scalper? You mean that guy? Yeah, main event. You mean that turtleneck plaid pilgrim wearing ass mushroom boxing colonizer? You mean him? You're not even getting the fights that you want to see. Nobody want to see no Anthony Joshua versus Dillian White no more. Nobody want to see no Anthony Joshua versus Miller. Nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to see Canelo versus Triple G again. There's other motherfucking fights out there to be made. The only fight that looks decent that they're talking about right now. But how the fuck are you going to get that fight is when you out there, you're trying. Think about it. You're not even trying to meet somebody halfway. You're not even trying to be cool about it. I want my brand to build. I want DAZN to build in America. But instead of me saying, hey, let's do a deal to where we air it on DAZN, we air it on ESPN, and let's get this fight happening. Or let's do this. This fight on DAZN, the next fight on ESPN. Let's do a two-way, let's do a 2-fight deal. Let's do a 2-fight deal, right? Farmer versus Tank Davis. 2-fight deal. One on DAZN, one on ESPN. Nah, we just want to buy him out. Nah, we just want him to come up over here. If you want Tank Davis to come up over there, pay the man. Like I said before, in order for DAZN to succeed in America, they will have to pay to play. They can't just come over here and pussyfoot around, talk about, oh, we got a money bag, offering these fighters this amount, offering Triple G 30, giving what's his name, 365, Canelo 365, giving Tevin Farmer God knows how much, and you're gonna give Tank Davis what, 5 to fight this dude? When you offering Deontay Wilder 15 to fight who? To fight who? The Neanderthal? That motherfucker Deontay Wilder, Marcellus Wallace beat me up. That motherfucker, that snitching ass motherfucker. That motherfucker that like to talk shit around his wife and kids, and when the block get hot, the motherfucker want to snitch. Come on. Main event Mark said they sent that turtleneck clad pilgrim over here on SSS Matchroom to colonize. Damn. I just got that SSS Matchroom. Main event said he over here with the shitty bead and trinkets, but the natives are onto them. Yeah. And now I'm starting to see that dudes is getting a little bit reckless in these chat rooms, man. They're getting a little bit reckless. Like every chat room I go to, they speaking for the LDBC. Oh, the LDBC, they don't like DAZN. The LDBC, they was talking shit about DAZN, talking about how they wasn't gonna get it. The LDBC, they don't, they didn't do this, they didn't. I'm like, dude, come on, bruh. Name. Who said it? Who said who said that they won't buy the zone? Who said they won't buy the zone even if Deontay Wilder went over there? Who said anything? They can't name nobody. Because the first thing what they do when they log on to YouTube, they go to Sporting Dick and Booty Icons. They go to the old Recce. They go to the Bruce Flamed Booty Hole. They go to all these other cats, and they listen to them. And what they say, they don't call them. They don't say nobody by name when they speaking. They might put them on a little marquee. But they say, "Oh, those LDBC guys, this and the third, and blah blah whoop whoop," you know, or the Wilder fanatics, or the you know, whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, you're not citing your source. You're not citing your source. You just out there speculating. And then if the LDBC is saying it, we know you watching. And then you watching, and then you out there giving your opinion on what we're saying instead of just saying what the fuck we're saying. So if I say I'm not going to buy the zone, you're going to go over there and say, "Oh, the LDBC is not going to buy into the zone because of Edward Hearn." I said, I'm not. I'm one person out of many. I'm one person. I said that. 78 didn't say it. Fanon didn't say it. A lot of cats didn't say it. So why I got to be a whole? How many people in the LDBC got this on? I could probably name 5 right now. But I'm not going to get the zone when it's subscription based. When I'm not getting the fights, I'm not willing to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. I kind of do, kind of don't. Because I just want to be able to see if something happens. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it in HD. If something spectacular happens, then I got to wait to see on YouTube with a whole bunch of comments, with a whole bunch of talking and shit, with motherfuckers not getting to the point. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time why do I want to pay for the zone for 12 months out of a year when I'm only going to get one fight I want to see? That don't make no sense. Main Event Mark said, I prefer the diamonds and emeralds, but I'll duck with the beads too, cause I'm hardcore. Come on, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, if it's worth it, shit. If it's do what you want to do. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with making your own decisions? Why somebody else got to tell you what you should do? Whether or not you should have diamonds or emeralds, or diamonds and pearls. You know, that was Prince right there. Main Event Mark said, "Fuck no duck. I'm on the suckers." You got it right. Hey, Laws D, what you think about these? What you think about Skipper talking about that? He's willing to give Deontay Wilder anything by any means necessary and all that stuff. What do you think? You think he real?
Who are you on about? Sorry, because I've been in and out.
Oh, the skipper of the zone basically came out and said that he's willing to.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, mate. It'd be interesting. Probably because, like I say, he's hot topic, isn't he?
Yeah.
They all want him. And if I was Wilder, I'd drag my feet all the way and get every last penny out of him that I could.
Yeah.
Because to make, I'm sorry, but just having Canelo and ass juice, it's not big enough, is it? Especially in America. You need an American fighter for it to succeed over there. So, yeah, if they want him, if they are serious about getting him, then they're going to have to pay. And Wilder, in my eyes, the ball's in his court. He can ask for what he wants. Because everyone wants to see this fight, don't you?
You ain't lying. And like you said, man, like we all said, it's like, hey, what's up, Will? What's happening? He said, I think that they want Wilder to make them money in yeah, it's mainly Wilder. It's mainly that's AJ gonna that fight that fight will give him the money. But the thing about it is, after he fights Wilder, he ain't gonna who he gonna fight. Yeah, people gonna want to pay to see. You know what I'm saying? And then these cats gonna talk about the LDBC this and LDBC that. But to tell you the truth, the LDBC been holding down boxing. If you think about it, you know, when he said that, people didn't think that the zone was going to succeed. What do you think he was talking about? What do you think he was talking about? He was talking about the LDBC. We the only ones out here. We the only ones out here pushing that if they don't do what's right by boxing, they won't succeed. Oh man, I missed a few of them. Hold up. Main Event said I have it, but that's because I watch any boxing I can get. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. There's people that's like that, and there's people that's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of us just want to watch boxing, and some of us want to watch only wanting to pay for the fights that they want to see. You know, because I'm tired of these especially if you're tired of these motherfuckers out here, telling you what's best for you, what's best for you to watch instead of giving you the fights that you want to see. Now, Laws D out there said Edward Hearn is a prick. Main Event Mark said I prefer. Yeah, I read that one. Then we got another one. William said Wilder's also with Wilder also when he beats AJ DAZN wants their foot in the door with the undisputed heavyweight champion. Yep. Main Event Mark said the majority of the LDBC avoid DAZN because of their ties with Matchroom and Golden Boy, and I get that completely. Yeah, and that's the only thing. Because you got to understand this. Like, if you're coming up over here taking that, you about to take over the land that we live in, take over boxing. When you up over here can't even get people the fights that they want to see, when you know now well that once if Deontay Wilder signs to Matchroom Boxing, and even if he beats, AJ twice, because that's what he's gonna have to do, when are we gonna see the Tyson Fury fight? When are we gonna see that if they lock him in? Because look at Triple G. By the time he's done with fucking DAZN, he's gonna be old man in the walker with a long ass gray beard. He gonna be what? 6 fights a slave? You know what I'm saying? So these cats need to come on with it. Like the best thing to do, and Wilder set him up to give us any and every fight that we wanted. But the thing about it is, all these fighters want to go out there and get this quick, fast money. And I ain't mad at them. But keep it real. Keep it real when you do that. Like, hey, anything can happen in boxing, man. Anything can happen in life. I had to secure my family first before anything. Before anything. Yeah, I want the Wilder fight. But my wife needs some money.
Hey, Mike.
Yo.
I read an interview today. I mean, I know he's full of shit, like, but I read an interview today about Eddie and saying if Wilder signs with DAZN and Joshua gets past Fat Dusty Miller, it says the fight will definitely happen next.
Yeah, but
I've got a funny feeling. I think he will.
I mean,
like you've just been saying, if Wilder signs with DAZN, just say he fights Dominic Breazeale, knocks him out, AJ beats Arceus, they're both under the same network. I think it'll happen. I do next. In November.
I mean, it can. I mean, it can. But the thing about it is, we're talking about Edward Hearn here. I mean, put it like this: what if a fine ass woman died, nice round ass, pretty face, waist, everything shaped like you want to, and she says, "Come over my house. Come on over, man. You know, I'm steaming, piping hot, ready. Bring the condoms and everything. And you go into the door, rock hard. You knock on the door, and she don't answer, don't pick up. How would you? Come on.
Yeah.
How would you feel? Because that's what's been happening. Oh,
Oh no, yeah.
I think the Deontay, you know, the negotiations is going good. We're really close, and this and the third, blah blah. We do whoop. Nothing. Nothing. What's up, Syndicate? What's happening?
Thing is, though, I'm trying to look at it in the big picture. Like you've just been saying that the guy from the Zone is saying that he's willing to pay Wilder whatever to get him. Well, if he gets him, and they're both in America fighting now, and he beats Fat Dusty Miller, and Wilder knocks fucking Big Head out, Big Head Brazil. I don't know. I just think it'll happen. I think the Zone might make fucking, you might twist his fucking neck.
I think that's the only way it'll happen. Because I can see because you know if Edward Hearn already said it. He already said like what his plans with Deontay Wilder was locking him in for at least 3 fights. You know what I'm saying, on the Zone. But like Will said, hey bro, something I thought last night that if AJ loses, Fury will be up shit's creek because Wilder will freeze his ass out over the rematch. And I don't think Wilder will freeze him out. But Fury's gonna have to take whatever Deontay Wilder gives him. Fury is the one that went up over there and signed a multi-fight deal on ESPN. He's the one that did that. And that's something that he's gonna have to live with. You see what I'm saying? That, you know, we all know the reason why he did it, you know, is obvious. I mean, I'm not saying that we know, but we can assume that you know, a pretty good percentage that he did it because of the money. Whether or not his family needed, his kids needed it, or whatever the case may be, but it was for the money. It wasn't for the glory of, it wasn't for boxing. It wasn't because he wanted to fight the best fighters around. So if Deontay Wilder does beat AJ, because he's gonna have to beat him twice. He's gonna have to beat him twice. Fury's gonna have to hurry up because he's gonna be left out.
Yeah.
And then you gotta think about this is if Wilder fights on ESPN and not on Showtime on pay-per-view, you just took money out of his mouth. So why should Wilder give you 50% now? Why should Wilder give you 40% now? I mean, I don't care what Wilder gives him, but I'm just saying in general, like sometimes in life, you have to pay for the decision that you have done, that you have made. You got to pay. And I think that's what's going to happen. But who knows? Wilder might give him 50% just off of GP, just off for sake of boxing. You know, I'm quoting Breeze. Main Event said, meant to call you Will, not Bill.
I was just laughing to myself at that.
Yeah. Will said, yeah, but you know, Wilder holds grudges. Look what he did, AJ. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing with AJ. He did what he was supposed to do as a man. You know, you go into negotiations with somebody, you know how, like I said, you know how much you're worth, and you're willing to take less. And then during the negotiations, you start getting the notion that this motherfucker could pay more, and he's dicking around, not acting like he want to make the fight. And then you go somewhere else, and he's like, well, wait. Nah, don't go to them. Don't do business with them. Nah, Fury don't want to fight. Hold on, come back over here. Shelly Winkle. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, sorry to butt in, bro, but you're right there what you're saying, because excuse me, you only have to look at all the amount. I can name just a couple off the top of my head. The amount of times he said that he would fight him. Can you ever remember? I think it was middle of last year, where he was sat in that car with his pal, and he put it on Instagram. I think it was Instagram or Twitter, his mate was asking him a few questions, and he says, "Yeah, I'm ready to fight, and let's make the fight." Because I can remember all the brothers in the LDBC one day when it come out, they were all buzzing and really happy, thinking, "Yeah, the fight's going ahead." And then he pulled the plug on it. And then the second time, obviously, with the $50 million, that was another time. So there's just two incidents from last year alone. Where he come on social media and said that he'll fight him, and then when he was presented with Wilder's retreat, not retreat, with the reaction from Wilder, his fucking arse fell out, and he didn't want no.
Yeah. And then we got this article on World Boxing News. I'm gonna put it in the article. I'm gonna put it in the comment section. Yeah, I'm gonna get to you, Will. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get to you, Will. He said that this article right here says Edward Hearn reveals breakthrough in Joshua versus Wilder undisputed talk. First of all, buddy, nobody wants to hear from you. Nobody wants to hear nothing. Deontay Wilder don't want to hear this. Don't want to hear you speak about what's going on with him in the zone. You know, this guy is only sitting up over here talking about this shit because it's good for him. It's good for Matchroom Boxing. This guy says there's an opportunity for someone to be like, there's an opportunity for someone to be, if you like, a mediator to try and get it done. Hearn told Sky Sports in Clash of the Division of Champions. Clearly, the relationship between Team Wilder and Team Joshua isn't the best. I think this is a routine that is going to be very beneficial to make the undisputed fight. I think that any input from me would be a negative one. You goddamn right. In terms of trying to move forward, to move things forward because of the relationship. You goddamn right. You burn bridges. So I'll leave it in the hands of the broadcaster DAZN to try and effectively be a mediator. It's not just about doing a deal with Wilder. It's about doing a deal with Joshua for the fight. They've got their work cut out, but the pieces are coming together. They're a long way to go and long way to go. We'll see where it goes, but there is no strategy in place and a route in place that could lead us to an undisputed fight. He added, you know, so the article is pretty fucking stupid. It doesn't reveal shit. You know, it's clearly a clickbait, but at least Edward Hearn finally got something right. What's up, Louis? At least he got something right. That Wilder doesn't want to hear shit from you. You got that right. Williams said, hey, AJ and Lion Edward played games with Wilder for a good while, and Wilder said himself that's why he wasn't answering AJ nor Eddie. And they knew the reason why, but, you know, it's just you create a different narrative so people can believe that you know, like main event Martin said, Edward Hearn, the great deceiver. You goddamn right. William said, yo, bro, my real name is William, but everyone including my family. Damn. But everybody, I think they call him Will. King Louis said, salute. Main event said, Louis with a fist. Laws D said, what's up, Louis? William said, friends and family call me Bill. That's about right. That sounds, as usually. Yeah, man. So, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say to that guy, is he British, or is that, because that's what we call people over here, William. Call him Billy for short.
I don't know. They probably do that here too. You know what I'm saying? I know Richard over here, the nickname for Richard is Dick.
William, here, or Dick.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but whatever. The motherfuckers got dick on their mind.
Yeah. So, my brother, are you watching this fight at the weekend? The Spencer.
Oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. You know it.
Yeah.
You know I'm watching
that,
man.
On the undercard or anything?
Man, I'm trying to watch the whole damn thing. I forgot. I heard bits and pieces, and I'm not even tripping. Who's on that undercard? I'm gonna be watching the whole thing, just so by, you know, God's good grace, it's a great card. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we you know, only thing that we get is the main event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all we get is the main event. We don't get too much of anything around here, and that's what I be saying to everybody is like, everybody worried about, how much this person is getting, worried about the success of the zone, because you're either living through Edward Hearn's accomplishments or AJ's accomplishments, or it's because you like to see the LDBC grit their teeth, you know what I'm saying, or you just trying to point the finger at somebody and say, aha, I was right, or whatever it is. You gotta understand, dude, you are a paying customer. You are a paying customer. You have to pay for these events. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay for all of them, but you're the one who paying for these events. Not just the main event, but the undercards. So if you willing out here to laugh and Dick ride the Edward Hearn wave, or Dick ride the DAZN wave, you gotta understand that just because it sounds good don't mean it's good. It sounds good on paper to have DAZN come up over here and buy up a whole bunch of fighters. So allegedly you can get the fights, you can get the best fighting the best, and you can get good fights. But that's not necessarily all the case, because it's not just DAZN over here. You see what I'm saying? It's not just then you got to think about American fighters fighting British fighters. Then you got to think about fighters that's on DAZN through a way of Edward Hearn fighting against somebody that fights on BT. So you gotta understand, it's necessarily not all a good thing for you.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, what what network's it on over there? Just so I can know what it'll be on over here. Is it on PBC?
Nah, Showtime? Man. I thought it was on Showtime.
Right, Showtime. Right, that'll be on Box Nation then over here.
But I swear it wasn't always on Showtime.
Right.
I swear I thought they was talking about something else. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, because at first I was like, yo. Nah, it's on Fox. Showtime on Fox.
Showtime on Fox, right? Yeah, it'll be Box Nation then over here. So if it's PBC, it'll be ITV over here. ITV pay-per-view or Box Nation. If it's DAZN, it'll be Sky Sports over here.
Yeah, I'm just going to buy it on my my PS4.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I might get it on my Xbox myself.
If it's on, but if it's on there, I'm just gonna get it on there and just watch it in the. I can either, I gotta watch. Damn, they're not gonna only watch it downstairs unless I move it up there. But that's still cool to me, because it's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why these cats think that the only fighter for this. When it comes to DAZN, they're not bringing up. They're not bringing up. Put it like this. DAZN talking about signing Adam Kownacki.
Yeah, I've read that today. Yeah,
I'm like, Adam, bruh. I'm like, bruh, you got a life decision to make. I mean, I wouldn't take no 6-fight deal. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it though. Like, do you want to be locked in? Do you want to be locked in for 6 fights? And not get a fight? Do you want to be locked in for 6 fights and then you can't fight who do you want to fight, and then by the time you're done with them 6 fights, you like, damn, I got the money, but now I left DAZN and stuff like that. Now basically I got to start all over again with a whole new team. Or is this whole new team I'm going to now? Let me go back to the PBC or go with ESPN to see if I can get back in the game, see if somebody get me these fights. Because there's no guarantee you're going to get those fights that you want to get. You got a whole slew of fighters readily available. That's for the pickings for Adam Kownacki. That's ranked in the top 10 of all these sanctioning bodies, of every single last one. You know what I'm saying? You got Pulev fighting, and you got Pulev fighting in California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Mr. Hide and Seek champions come out of Bulgaria, aren't they?
Yeah, you got all these other Mandos around here. Ain't Manuel Charles still a mandatory? Or did that PED scandal get him?
No, I thought he got away with that, didn't he?
I can't remember. Rank said, I don't think Wilder would give Fury the rematch. He keeps saying that if he doesn't give him the rematch, he's a duck. He's fucked. I mean, well, he's fucked for the time being because he's fucked with who the fuck are you gonna fight? Like, who's gonna watch you fight? Who's gonna watch? Who's gonna watch in America when nobody know? And Joseph Parker can't even do his own main event in the UK. He better go to his own country with that. You see what I'm saying? He can't even be the head marquee. So you know, that's the part where he really fucked up at. So you better hope that you know, DAZN won't be like, hey man, we got to cut ties, bro. You better hope that doesn't. I mean, ESPN doesn't say that. You better hope that doesn't happen.
I was going to say, brother, what's his fight deal with ESPN?
I think it's like, what is it, 3 or 6 fights, something like that. But
fucking hell,
I hope
who the fuck's he going to fight in 6 fights?
Let me see.
Like you said, okay, if he takes first bum rap, Joseph Parker, but who would be his next 5?
Let me see here. Damn. Forbes blasted him. Hey, I seen this dude, a couple articles. This Brian Maskey. Tyson Fury's new ESPN deal is the worst thing that could have happened to the heavyweight division. Let me see what he say. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I just want to see the it doesn't say on here. You type in a word deal. That's the. It doesn't say. Yeah, he didn't say, but it's. I thought that it's something. Let me see if somebody else probably out there already know too. Somebody, I'm not even looking at the chat. Let's see if somebody else out here got it. Nah, nobody got it. Man, I'm on the wrong fucking tab.
Is that tomato cans and fucking cab?
What did he say?
Main event tomato cans and fucking cab drivers.
Oh, that is a tomato soup can too. He ain't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomato soup cans and taxi drivers. Yep. And it's crazy though, because I can't name he gonna have to fight at least King Kong Ortiz.
Well, that's what I'm saying, mate. That's what I say to you before. If he has got a 6-fight deal, brother, who the fuck are they gonna be?
I don't.
He might get away with Joseph Parker as the first one, but after that, people are gonna be like, right, you beat Joseph Parker. It's either Ortiz, Wilder, or Joshua, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's the only thing that's crazy to me about it is that how the fuck are you happy about that? You're like, well, Deontay Wilder, I don't see him with a deal. How the fuck are you happy about some dumb fuck,
exactly,
some dumb fuck going over there to ESPN and then not giving you the fight that you want to see?
Yeah, most definite, Mike. I keep saying to you, brother, he's him signing with ESPN completely and utterly fucked up the fucking heavyweight division now.
Mm-hmm.
He's threw the biggest spanner in the works, I think.
This is dumbest. I mean, it's good on his part.
Yeah, it's good for him, but it's not good for us, is it? As a fans.
Mm-mm.
Bob Arum's going to get his fucking grubby little hands on it now, and he'll be milking the system. Like 7-8 said on his live stream, Bob Arum's didn't want to know nothing about that fight at first. And now that because the first fight did so well, he's taken something pretty and turned it into something dirty. And they were his exact words. Main Event Marks put 5, I think, 5-fight deal. Fucking hell.
Well, at least 2 fights a year. So it's at least going to be 2 years. He fought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be at least 2.
Yeah.
And he ain't fought yet. He ain't fought yet this year. So he's going to have to step his game up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been had a fight already. Like, you know, we almost out of March.
Yeah.
You know, I would have had one. I would have been trying to knock this shit out and get this shit up off my back. Let me get my money and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And still do it. Main event. It's allegedly $80 million. Allegedly. It's allegedly. Because ain't nobody really out there confirming it. And then at the same time that wasn't Bob Arum's business. That wasn't nobody business for anybody to say. Yeah. That's the real thing. That wasn't nobody business to say. Like, you coming out here telling this man what he getting. Like who does that shit?
The thing is, I think as well, Mike, like you just said a minute ago, Bob Arum are making fight 4 bums, so there's 2 years wasted, and then probably the year after making fight Wilder, so there's a 3-year wait straight away.
Yeah, that's at least 2. It's at least 2 years.
Yeah,
it's at least 2.
If he fights twice a year, so that's how I think he would do. Fight 2 bums for 4 bums over 2 years, and then but obviously get the Wilder fight in the 3rd year. So there's 3 years there. Which by then, hopefully, Wilder would have fucking fought AJ.
Yeah.
For other fighters. So Tyson's fucked himself up there, really.
Somebody said, Main Event said allegedly for sure. Williams said, so Michael, who do you think? Who do you think? Who do I think won the Porter fight? I ain't even watched it yet. I might not ever watch it.
Ugas won that, man.
And that's just because I'm not. Until Sean Porter comes out here and knocks somebody out worth a damn, or fight Spence Crawford, or somebody out here that I deem worth a damn, I'm really not tripping, dude. I was meaning to catch it, but where I was at, I had no signal, and so since I didn't see it on, Live Live and in color, I'm not really caring about it because I heard enough. I'm not excited anymore. Main Event said I had you guys up 7-5. Bill, you see it? Yeah, you said. Yeah,
he won that fight, mate. Ugas did, definite.
There was something I was about to talk about, and I totally forgot. Damn, it's totally something I totally forgot to talk about, man. I totally forgot. So let's read some of this stuff here, man. So as of today, Deontay Wilder in talks with DAZN. This article was written by Tom Bassam. We talk about some stuff. He said, according to the Ring, Skipper will lay out a multi-fight offer to Wilder that would pay him at least $20 million per fight on DAZN, with the second bout of the deal seeing Wilder face Anthony Joshua for the undisputed heavyweight championship. Like I said, man, I think this is. Like I said, it never was going to. And this guy is over here already saying that it's not even going. It's not for one deal. It's for a 2-fight deal, and that's what we've been trying to tell everybody. You believe. If you want, you can believe what you want to believe. You can't have Deontay Wilder fight Anthony Joshua without having. Well, you can. But if you want to maximize your brand, the zone, you're gonna need Anthony. You're gonna need Deontay Wilder to fight somebody before he fights Anthony Joshua, and that's just how it is.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. I don't see anybody out there doing articles on the Dominic Breazeale and Deontay Wilder fight. I don't see anybody doing articles on the negotiations with that. Only thing I see about is Deontay Wilder and DAZN. Deontay Wilder, Edward Hearn. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And who talk about Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury. That's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think that Wilder will sign with him or what? I think he will.
I think he will if they can possibly. I put it like this: the zone, like we know. I think it's public knowledge to say that everybody out here knows what Deontay Wilder wants to an extent. See what I'm saying? But the zone and Matchroom Boxing, you know, Edward Hearn knows exactly what Deontay Wilder wants.
Yeah.
So
definitely, mate.
If they really want Deontay Wilder going over there and sign over there, they're gonna have to give him what he wants. And I keep saying, in order for the zone to be successful in America, they're gonna have to pay to play.
Yep, that's what I was saying to you before, brother. Definitely.
And Edward Hearn was out there. God damn it, the PBC over here overpaying fighters. You only saying that because it hurts your bottom line, because it hurts your pockets, because it hurts your contract with the zone. Because his job is to go out there and hire people for a certain price. But let's say, for instance, right? Edward Hearn is a program manager, right? He's in charge. He's in charge. Let's just say it's a construction site, and you have.
I won't have him in charge of a construction site.
Yeah, and you need some workers. And you need some workers. Yeah, you need the type of workers you're getting is highly qualified workers. You know what I'm saying? Specialty stuff, right? And, you know, and you're like, oh, I need you to get these two guys for this and these three guys for this, and I'm willing to pay each one of these this amount and them three this amount. And you say, okay, cool. The program manager's job is to go out there and hire those guys, but at the same time save the company money. So if I'm getting told I got to give each one of these guys $20,000 for 4 months of work, each one of them for 4 months of work, my job is not to give them 20,000. My job is to get it lower than that or close, to not extremely lowball these guys, but to save the company money. So when they do come up in there for the job interview, and we're going over the qualifications, and I'm checking it to make sure everything is squared away, you know, references and stuff like that, calling people up, doing my research to make sure that these certifications indeed are, you know, true and this and the third, right? And like I said, and I asked the guy, hey man, how much are you willing to take for this job for 3 months for 3 months? How much are you willing to take? Right? This is when you have boxers like Tyson Fury. This is when you have boxers out there like Anthony Joshua. This is when you have boxers out there that choose to take X amount of dollars because they don't know what the fuck they're worth. So this dumbass is like, well, 3 months of work, blah blah blah. It's two. That's 2, 4, 6. So I add another 2 on there. Around, I take 10. I take 10,000. I take 10,000. And the guy's like, okay, man, I'll be nice to this guy. I give you 15. And the guy's excited about it. He's excited to take the job because not only did he lowballed himself, he still got $5,000 more.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I just satisfied this. Not only did I just save the company money, I just hired a satisfied employee, because this guy doesn't know how much he's worth. The company's willing to give you 20. Fucking dumbass.
Well, this is what I'm saying, yeah. Where you can see where Joshua and Tyson Fury have both been told by the promoters or their advisors what to do, whereas Wilder's his own man. He knows what he wants and he knows what he's worth. And he's stuck it.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
I was just going to say, he's stuck to his guns. It's 50-50 or nothing. And since he's done that, he's had that fight with Tyson. He's more than doubled what he's worth now. And now everyone wants him.
Everybody got their knee pads ready. Let me read some of these comments. William said, "But Mark, you know what they say that you have to make it clear. You have to make it a clear win to dethrone a champ. I always thought you did, but in some cases you don't." Main event, Mark. I missed the old Smash Mouth Porter. Yeah, Porter looked like he got his mouth smashed. Main event also said, "Bill, that's truth. It was close." William said, "Yeah, he danced too much and didn't pull the trigger enough." Yep, that's what I hear too. William said, and that was a knockdown that the ref called a trip. I thought it was a knockdown. I saw the replay. He got hit and went down. I mean, and it was immediate. It wasn't like whoop. It wasn't like I'm slipping. No, it was bam. You know what I'm saying? Like he fell on ice. William said, "Going to fix dinner for my son. Peace out." All right, Will. Main event said, "I'm still here." Bill had to jet. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, Laws, man. But that's crazy though, man. These cats act like you know, and then you gotta think about this though. This is the part that gets me the most. Like, what kind of fan are you? What kind of fan are you if you are out there listening to people like Sporting Dick and Booty Icons, Rick by McGregor, Bruce Vane, and whatever, all them other, you know, dumbass motherfuckers, right? What kind of fan are you? If you out there, you know, especially with the thing that I already said, like you out there saying, "Oh, the LDBC this, the LDBC that, the LDBC this, the LDBC that," when you're clearly not getting clearly not getting your information from the horse's mouth. You're getting it from them. Then you're going into these chats on every single LDBC channel, including Barbershop. I don't know if Barbershop is part of the LDBC, but Barbershop Conversations YouTube channel, and y'all getting in these chats and y'all spilling out the same thing that they're saying. You're not bringing up anything different. But then the first thing they do is when they comment on one of our comments, you know, somebody that's pro Deontay Wilder, the first thing they do is insult you.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they do. So you come to somebody, the first thing you do is come into somebody else's house, insult them, and then tell you what you should be believing. They're not trying to have a dialogue and ask you a question. Hey man, so you know, why do you think that Deontay Wilder is worth 50%? Why do you think Wilder should take what he wants and not what Edward Hearn or DAZN gives him? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they're saying. They're saying Deontay Wilder needs to take what Edward Hearn or DAZN gives him because he only has one belt. Because AJ is no more in America than Deontay Wilder. Because Tyson Fury is no more, you know what I mean, than Deontay Wilder in the States. Because Deontay Wilder sold out the Deontay Wilder, because Tyson Fury sold out the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight because there was more Brit fans in there than American fans.
Yeah.
But they're saying all these things with nothing to back it up, bringing the same bullshit over from what they just heard 2 seconds ago, and not knowing why, not knowing what was. See, when I'm saying something, at least I don't do it all the time, but at least I explain why I think that. They don't explain why they think that. They just spit out, this is what it is. Blah, blah, woo, woo, woo. This is my blah, 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 blah. The LDBC haters, they don't like Edward Hearn. Why we don't like Edward Hearn?
Yeah.
The LDBC hate Anthony Joshua. Why we hate Anthony Joshua? Or the LDBC said they're not buying his own. Why they're not buying his own? It's to them is they only thing they give out is a one way of thinking. It's one way. It's one way. It's either we don't like
narrow-minded, aren't they?
Huh?
They're narrow-minded.
Yeah. The drones. It's always one way of thinking. At least when you come up over here, I don't do it all the time. I don't do it all the time, but at least I do it every now and again. Like some of the other channels in the LDBC, at least they explain to you why they don't like Edward Hearn. And it's not just because of one thing. It's many. And the list keeps growing strong. And it's not like people in the LDBC, they give Anthony Joshua all his props. The thing about it is that if that's all you can give us is you giving yourself props, then what are you worth? Because that's all we hear out of Anthony Joshua. I got 3 belts. I got this. I got that. I sold out Wembley. I did 13,000 tickets to 2 hours at MSG. Blah, blah, woo, woo, woo. Them other guys ain't doing this in 17 fights. Oh, but don't bring up I fought a bum. You see what I'm saying? Don't bring up I fought an old ass man coming off a 2-year layoff. You know what I'm saying? How is that going to? What does that do for boxing? You telling me your resume? Go ahead, Laws.
I was just going to say, mate, you've taken the words right out of my mouth there. What I was just going to say. How they exactly the last few sentences, what you've just said, you took the words right out of my mouth, mate. That's exactly how they think. They think the thing what I've noticed about them. I mean, as you know, I was in Wrecked by McGregor's chat the other day, and I was arguing with a few of them, and it was all about he's got 3 belts, he's worth this, we sold out that, he's holding fucking 100,000 people at stadium, who's Wilder fought, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. That's what I mean. The narrow man. It's like as if what I find with them, them fans are as if like they're AJ, like like AJ gives them money and stuff like that. And do you know what I'm trying to say? They don't see the boxing point of it. All they talk about is fucking money. Oh, AJ should get this. Wilder didn't sell out that many in the crowd. Fucking push him. What you should be doing is pushing him to make this fight with Wilder to get the last piece of the jigsaw. Pushing, that's what they should be doing. I mean, you lads over there don't need to do that with Wilder because, you know, Wilder wants it.
And not only that, he knows exactly what he can't deny that he ain't hurt us. He can't deny that he ain't hurt his fans. He can't deny it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to. And the thing that gets it the most, he ain't got to do a Twitter poll. He ain't got to do a YouTube poll. He knows. He knows. The only people that got to do a Twitter poll is people like AJ, and they still didn't give you what you want. They did a meaningless poll. Sporting the Dick and Booty Icons did one.
I know, yeah, I seen that.
Joshua did one. Matchroom Boxing did one.
Yeah, even Sky Sports did one as well, you know, bro.
Shoo. I'm gonna tell you this, Laws. I'm glad. At least I can take some of the words right out your mouth. But I show hope. I wish I had the power to take Anthony Joshua's Edward Hearn dick out of some of these motherfuckers' mouth.
Yeah.
I wish I had the power, because these cats, what I've been doing lately, I've been trying my best, and I think I've been doing a good job when I'm making these comments and stuff like that, doing my best not to personally attack somebody.
Yeah.
Not to call somebody out their name. Just tell them what my opinion is, go back and forth. I did it earlier on Barbershop Conversations. I did it early on who else? It was on another one on Blue Blood's channel.
Yeah.
I did it. And the whole time this guy is throwing out money. How come Deontay Wilder ain't getting this and this guy ain't getting this? But he failed to realize is that I'm not getting none of this money. You ain't getting none of this money. This is way more money. This ain't play money. The money I get is play money to these cats. The amount of money I get a month, these motherfuckers wipe their ass with it, blow their nose with it. Hell, the amount of money I get, that's probably the amount of money they spend in gas for their cars. Yeah. And then I get these knuckleheads on here and says he's only worth that because of AJ without this dude said it again. He said it again. Hold up. He didn't say it again. It's backwards. You know, what is it? Let me read one of his comments. This guy goes and says this. Right. So this guy says something, and I replied to him. He said something like, what did he say? He said something.
Can you put it up on screen share?
Yeah. I think it's backwards. So this guy right here, he said AJ is on a fight by fight deal. He hasn't signed any contract with DAZN. He signed with Eddie. It's fight by fight. That's why he's getting $32 million against Miller. Imagine what he'll get against Wilder. And I wrote, I don't know what kind of deal AJ has with DAZN. And that is irrelevant to what I said. The $32 million could be coming from Matchroom and DAZN, just like how Miller is getting money from DAZN and Matchroom. Like Wilder said, everyone is getting big money based off of eventually fighting him. I said, Wilder. Now we have DAZN saying by any means we have to by any means make the Wilder versus AJ, and that is because DAZN is trying to build an America. And then I got this guy said, I think that Wilder would turn down the DAZN offer, and I wrote, who knows? He might take it. And then this guy comes right back. He says the next few weeks we would certainly be interested in boxing to see if DAZN goes after any other boxers. And I wrote back to this guy and I said, so you really believe everyone but Wilder is getting deals because of possibility of fighting Wilder who has no deal? Laugh my ass off. Do you realize how stupid that sounds? Like you automatically off Jump Street believe that since you don't see nothing, since you don't hear nothing, don't mean something's going on. ESPN offered him something. What makes you think these other platforms didn't offer him nothing? You see what I'm saying? What you got to understand is this. Your favorite fighter signing somewhere only hurts the best fighting the best. Because in order for another fighter to fight that fighter, somebody's going to have to bend at the knee. Somebody is going to have to bend at the knee, right? Somebody's going to have to bend at the knee. Somebody's going to have to bend at the knee and say, okay, I'm willing to take the fight. I go over there to the zone, even though I fight on this platform, I'm willing to take a hit, go over there and do what I got to do. Somebody's going to have to bend at the knee.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hey, Mike. I mean, not being funny, bro, but that guy who you were talking to in the chat, how the fuck does he know that fucking AJ's getting 32 million for the fight against fucking Gerald Miller?
I
How the
don't even
fuck
know.
does he know that? That's bullshit, that is. He ain't getting $32 million against fucking Fat Dusty Miller. No fucking way. He's never, mate, if he can fucking
this is
sell
how.
out.
This is how. We got let's read it. Let's take a look at this article real quick. Let's take a look at this article real quick. Let's see. This is Ringside 24. It says Joshua to earn 32 million for a fight, for Miller fight. It says according to the Daily Star tabloid. Oh wow. According to the Daily Star tabloid, the whatever Anthony Joshua will earn 25 million pounds or more than $32 million in its debut in the United States.
Let me stop you there quickly. What tabloid did you say that was?
The
Daily Star?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. The Daily Star is the fucking cheapest newspaper over here. And it's, mate, no. Don't believe anything what the Daily Star put out. It's a bullshit newspaper.
Let's see what Boxing Scene says. Let's see if they quote. We're going to check out 3 articles. We're going to pull up 3 articles. My internet moving slow because I'm on this one. Business Insider. Nope, that's not it. Okay, this is Boxing News Online.
Man, that Daily Star's trash. Don't believe anything that paper fucking says. That's why it's the cheapest newspaper over here. It's only about 20p.
And look,
20 pence.
This is not even an article. This is not even an article. This is just somebody posting it. Let me see. Yeah. It says 25. It says, and it's understood that Joshua will earn around 25 million pounds.
Well, that's 7 million knocked off straight away.
No. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, but it's nothing.
Exactly that, Mike. That's what I'm saying. That guy who you were chatting to in the comment section, mate. He's talking through his fucking arse, him.
I don't want to.
Because there's. I know you're trying to find things, but just quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anthony Joshua has never ever earned 32 million pounds over here, right? Fighting the likes of fucking Klitschko, Charles Martin, Povetkin, Chris Arreola, and Dominic Brazil, right? He's so-called selling out Wembley all the time in the Cardiff Arena. So how the fuck is he going to go over to America, right? Fight a guy who's hardly even known over here, who's not really known over in America, going to a stadium, right? But only holds 20,000 fans. So I don't know, just say 7,000 Brits travel over there. Unless the zone are going to give it him, he isn't earning 32 million. That'll be the highest he's ever fought. The most he's ever made is, so Eddie Earns come out and said is 20 million pounds. So how the fuck is he going to earn $32 million for fighting Fat Dusty Miller? That's bullshit, that is. No way on earth is he earning $32 million for fighting Dusty Miller. That in pounds, $32 million is about 28 million pounds. There's no way. No, I'm not buying that. No chance.
Let's see here, because I'm trying to check out. Oh, you can keep talking. I'm just
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Just saying that bullshit. That he's a fucking fanboy. He doesn't know his ass. I'm not saying I know a lot about boxing because I don't. But I know one thing: there's no fucking way on earth he's earning $32 million for that fight. No chance.
so
Not fuck.
so check this out. Check this out. All right. So this came from okay, this article was made by some Eric Ehrman, and it was made on the 8th of February 2019. Right? Talks about the 32 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so this article right here was written the 8th, but it was coming from Eric Mint, right? This article on boxing news on boxing news, right?
Yeah.
Where's the other one? Damn it. I need to go back. Where's the other one? I'm trying to find the one I already had up.
The Daily Star one.
Yeah, the one that said the Daily Star.
Yeah.
The one that said Daily Star. I need to go back a little bit. Okay, here we go. What was the Ringside 24? Okay, like I'm gonna look at this one. So this article, this one right here came out before Eric Mint, Snips and Snipes.
There you go then.
On the 7th. And this one is quoting the Daily Star tabloid. So all the information that everybody got was from a fucking tabloid. That you know what that means? You know what that means? You know what it means if it came from a fucking tabloid? That means somebody that means somebody fucking paid for that shit.
Of course, yeah.
Somebody wrote that fucking article up. Somebody wrote that fucking somebody wrote that article and paid them motherfuckers to put that on there. They paid for them. All these motherfuckers got it from a fucking tabloid. Good looking out, Laws.
Yeah,
we figured this shit out.
Yeah, that's it, bro. And bro, over here, right? I've heard when I've been on Stay Ready's channel a few times. You know when he used to do the earlier show. I've heard him read articles out, and I've been like, when he's read them out, and he said what tabloid it's come from. I've been like, bro, them papers are full of shit. They chat shit. They're fucking honestly. The Daily Star, the Sun, and probably the Daily Mirror. Daily Mirror is more correct. Because I'll tell you the reason how I know this, right? The reason how I know it because every year when the football clubs do transfers, you have speculations of players going to different clubs, players coming from abroad to come into this club. And the most legit ones, the most legit tablets, what I've got, the most legit news are the most expensive ones like the Daily Telegraph, the Daily Mail, the Independent, newspapers like that. Them cheap ass fucking newspapers like the Daily Star, the Sun, the Daily Mirror, you don't believe anything what they put because 9 out of 10.
Keep talking. Phone call. Keep talking. Let me answer this phone call.
Yeah. I'm just saying, bro, 9 out of 10 times the articles what they put in the papers are fucking garbage. Absolute garbage. If there was 10 just say 10 transfers happening in the Premier League over here, they would report on all 10 of them. They'd probably get one of them right out of all 10. Whereas like the Independent, the Daily Mail, the Telegraph, they would get probably 5 of them right. That Daily Star, mate, it's trash newspaper. It's just bullshit, mate. You don't believe anything what they put in that paper.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. I mean, even over here, we got one. It's called. I forget what it's called, but we don't even. We all know it's
garbage.
Yeah, we all know it's garbage and everything. I'm just trying to pull up the actual trying to find it. I'm trying to find this bad boy now. It's only coming from that one, but I can't find the actual one. But they cited it. Let me read some of these comments real quick.
Yeah.
Main event said, just hit the homestead. Gotta go play dad now. Ha ha. Nice show, gents. Yeah, good looking out. Round Sportsman Lee, what's happening, baby? Salute Johnson and Laws. I'm enjoying the discussion. You are correct. Oh, thanks, man. But I'm still scouring, trying to find this damn article, man, because like I see it. Like I see it. I think that they're
We've just worked it out, brother.
Huh?
We've just worked it out.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Like you say, that other article came out after that Daily Star article. So someone's paid them to put that up. And then fucking deluded fucking brainwashed fans have fucking read along the lines with it. Man, I don't know a lot about boxing, Mike, and I never fucking tried to make out that I do, brother. But I'm telling you now, mate, not a cat and owl's chance is he getting fucking $32 million for that fight against Dusty. No way.
I mean, even if they are giving them that 32, that's their prerogative. But you can't go around saying that one guy is overinflating the market, paying fighters too much, when you go and do above and beyond for your fighters. So you are expecting that other promoters shouldn't pay their fighters X amount, but you go back and you do the exact same thing. You do what you can for your fighters. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to help out other fighters in between that they ain't signed under you and stuff like that, that's your prerogative. But don't come around here talking about this guy is overpaying fighters when you are clearly overpaying both of your fighters. Because technically, I don't care how you put it. If Jarrell Miller's on a fight basis, for this fight, he's your fighter.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
So you overpaying him. So go ahead.
No, go on. Sorry, I'll jump on after.
Yeah. So you can't. I don't want to hear this. You're doing it. That's Al Heyman's prerogative. That ain't my fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my money. It's his prerogative. If he wants to pay X amount of dollars to pay give Jarrell Miller $8 million between DAZN and Matchroom, whatever Miller said, and then Matchroom and
that's a good newspaper. What you've just had up, the Daily Express. Yeah, that's a good legit paper.
Oh, I'm not even looking for this. I wanted the other one. Damn, I wonder why I couldn't find it. Oh,
Daily Star it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just quickly, I heard the other day, like I say, just hearing that Fat Dusty's only getting £5 million. So Fat Dusty Miller's only getting £5 million for this AJ fight.
Yeah, but he said he was getting 5 from somebody and the rest from DAZN, and then he was getting some and then he also said that he was getting some of the damn, so this is the Daily Star, huh? Then he also said he was getting some of the pay-per-view in the UK, which I don't know how much that's going to be because the time is going to come on. So is they going to start at 5 o'clock or is it going to start at 9, 10 o'clock? You know what I'm saying?
It'll be in America. That fight's going to be on about over here. It's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning. Easy. 2, 3. The fights in America normally start over here at 2 in the morning, and then like your main event is on round about 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like no one over here even wants to see. It's Sky. I've been following. I follow Sky Sports on YouTube, right? And way before that fucking good 2-3 months before the Povetkin fight, Sky Sports on YouTube and advertising on Sky Sports on like they have in between have like a program. So if there's a football program on, they'd show a few quick clips of Fat Dusty Miller. And I've been following Sky Sports on YouTube, man. If you go onto YouTube, Sky Sports YouTube, right, you're looking when Fat Dusty fought Bob Dandino and that Adamek. You read the fucking comments what the British fans have put. They're fucking laughing. Who the fuck's this fat bastard? He's just a burger fucking baby. He's just, mate, they're not interested in it over here. So, like I said, it's pay-per-view over here because fucking Sky and Eddie and they fucking try and push it to the casual fans. Some people will buy it, but trust me, mate, that ain't going to do no big numbers over here. And he certainly ain't going to do no big numbers over in the US.
That's it's all to me. It's all a facade. It's a show. It's a show because I can't even find this article on the Daily Star website. So it's either they took it down, they put it up and took it down, or it doesn't, or people are just quoting shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see nothing.
Yeah, Mike, trust me, bro. I live over here, and I know for a fact, brother, no one buys that newspaper. It's a fucking cheap ass newspaper. What's about fucking 20p, 20 pence. No one even bothers with it because it's full of shit. It's just all made up bullshit.
Yeah,
to be honest, Mike, half of the paper is just fucking advertising.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it because I don't.
The good papers over here, what I read for sports, and you just had one up before: Daily Express, Daily Mail, The Independent, or The Telegraph. They're the best 4 papers for sports. They've got good sources. Do you know what I mean? They've got reporters who know good sources, like they might know a trainer of a certain boxer or someone within that camp or something like that. That Daily Star, mate, they don't know jack shit. I know more about boxing than them.
Hey, man, I sure would agree with you too.
Yeah,
I sure would agree with you too. Oh, ha.
Back in a minute.
Hold on,
back in a minute, bro.
All right, I cook on it when you get back.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna bookmark this hole. I found it. That shit is, oh my God. These motherfuckers starting rumors. You mean to tell me somebody is out there? Okay, I found this one, man. Now I got to find. Okay, what's the next step? The next step will be, let's see. He's spelling his name wrong. Next step would be this right here. The next step. Let's see if we can find that. Now let's go to YouTube. So we're going to be looking at, what we're trying to look at is this. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to have to make a whole separate video for this. So we got, let's see when this one came out. Because he said it was a rumor. Okay. So I'm assuming all the LDBC guys usually going to be on the same day. Just it's a video and it's going to have everybody's twist on it. See the 6th. Bam. 6th. right? So all these gonna be the 6th. And this is Champ Life. Let's see when this came out. Another guy. Let's see when this one came out.
Go ahead, sir.
And this one's the 7th. This one's the 7th. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, so we found those, right?
Yeah.
So we found those, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Sporting Icons page, right? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ask my old lady if she go to the store and get some lamb chops. I cook them up.
Time is it over there, Mike?
6:36, but I think it's gonna start getting late, dark late around here.
Yeah. Fucking hell, it's nearly.
Hmm.
It's 25 to 11 over here.
Damn.
Yeah, 10:36. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit further because now what we're gonna do is 32. The word 32.
I'm gonna have a quick cigarette. I'll be back in a minute, then, bro. I'll see chopping through that.
Can't see it. It's 32. You just type in Miller. Let's just go through all the Millers. So it has to be sometime in a week, a month. Got to say a month. Joseph Parker. Let's look at this one. This might be it right here. This might be it right here. Come on, come on, come on. That's taking too long. Let's keep looking. So right now, what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for articles. I'm looking for articles that's going to state anything about. See, it says 8th time. Who cares? We all know why the reason why he got up there is. We all know why the reason why Big Baby Miller got ranked. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking for. Damn it! Hey, okay. Offers 40 million. Let's see when this one was. First of all, the 11th. So gotta keep going. Gotta keep going because this one. Oh, this one's the first. Went a little bit too far. Okay. But anyways, like I said, I'm trying to figure out where exactly did this rumor come from? You know, because at the end of the day, this is stuff that I like combating. Is rumors. And that's what I keep finding time and time again. Rumors.
I'm back.
Yeah, I still ain't found it. I'm just trying to find it, see if he said it on this page. I'm pretty sure he did in one of his videos. It's just not on the headlines. But like I said, we found out where the rumor came from. So
Yeah.
the rumor came from these motherfuckers. Oh shit! You know what? Let me see. Let me see if we got that on there. Let me see. Let me see.
On Booty Icons page.
Yeah, booty ass icons 0. Don't come up with it's not I can't I'm pretty sure he said in one of his videos, but now it's who this? Oh, look at this motherfucker right here. 4 minutes ago. Let's look what we got here, Laws. 4 minutes
What's
ago.
up, bro?
This motherfucker's woo, look how long that is. This motherfucker said Michael Johnson boxing talking more. That's a strange statement. Sky Sports and Matchroom charge no more than $20, approximately $27 for a pay-per-view. That's not what I was talking about. That includes Mayweather versus Pacquiao, at least AJ versus Klitschko, and most before that, whatever. Anyways, he's responding to me saying this. So I can find it first of all. Okay, where is he at?
Who is it? This Daniel Scott.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, Cali niggas." That's because the vast majority of these fights suck. I said, you just have a problem with the LDBC and anything and everything that paints a narrative that we are right and you are wrong. Stop it, dude. You are on a barbershop conversation page. It's not let me see. It's not let me see the whole damn thing. Let me do it like this because I can't see the whole thing. And then doing it that way, it doesn't do it right. It does it in a different order. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then I hate it when it
Yeah.
does that as soon as you press.
Yeah, it does. I know what you're going through. It does that to me sometimes.
Okay,
When you
here we go.
comment, like when you reply comments, it puts you down at the bottom, don't it?
Yeah. So when you do it like this, then you get it all. So now I can see what I said to this guy. Oh, so he responded to, I don't know which one. I said, stop trying to build relationship unlike what Edward Hearn did when he came over here. You know what I'm saying? And he must, I don't know what he's talking about, but I said we have not been getting the fights because of network deals and a few promoters and fighters, just like in the UK. What about the middleweight division? What fights? Like I said, some people in the LDBC have been subbed to DAZN for months. You mean you are speculating that DAZN will fix everything? Last known one is hate. Last, I don't know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what Eddie Earn did
I,
was.
Yeah, then I wrote, I'm not trying to tell, I'm not telling people in the UK about ITV because I don't live here. I don't live there, and and you know what I'm saying. I'm not telling
Yeah,
like this dude trying to tell me how the zone is going to work over here and stuff like that, and that's the equivalent to me telling you how ITV is doing over there.
yeah,
I
for
don't know
real,
shit.
exactly,
I gotta
for
ask
real.
you.
Yeah, for real, brother.
I gotta ask you. Then this guy goes and say, "Oh, mate, if you're going down the criticism, her and the
Oh,
zone route,
mate.
they are much more likely to give us the fights, something fights we want compared to what you're used to in the States. That's already proven in the middleweight division. Yeah, and that's what and then I wrote, and that's
He's
when
a
I gave him
country
that.
boy, yeah. You can
And then
tell
he
by
goes,
the word. You
yeah,
can
then he
tell
goes,
by the words what he's just said. Oh, mate.
and then he goes and
Country
say,
boys say that.
yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Then he says in the UK you don't have the same problems of fighters not getting made of years and they're inactive fighters typically the look. He says typically the PBC, right? I'm not saying it never happens, but far less. And that Theos is precisely what the Zone and Hearn are bringing to the U.S. Canelo, Triple G, Jacobs, and Andrade on the same roster, unprecedented. And if Wilder has the brains to surrender his pride and link up with DAZN, the heavyweights could go the same way. The DAZN can fix everything, but their approach has already made an impact and expected to just get better. And I wrote, you just have a problem with the LDBC and everything that paints a narrative that we are right and you are wrong. Stop it, dude. You are on barbershop conversation page trying to tell Americans what goes on in America. Stop it. Even Skipper now knows. I meant to write knows he is outmatched in America. Outmatched. But at least he's trying to build a relationship, unlike Edward Hearn did when he came over here. Yeah, my mouse just died. Yeah, my mouse was like, stop scrolling on this shit. Hold on, man. Let me go get some batteries real quick. Chop it up real quick for me.
Yeah. Just looking at this comment now, what fucking someone's put, Daz Perez. He's put, I just want to see the fight without all the BS. Me too, brother. Me too. And that's basically what me and Mike were just doing then, just combing through fucking some of the stuff what the AJ fans have been saying, like speculations that he's getting $32 million for this fight against Fat Dusty Miller. And I said to Mike, bullshit, that ain't happening. No fucking way. He's never earned that over here fighting Povetkin, Klitschko, Dillian White, Dominic Brazil, Eric Molina, blah, 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 blah. So how the fuck is he going to get $32 million fighting in America when he's hardly known in America, fighting against a guy in America who's hardly known himself in America. And over here, people don't want to see that fight. They don't want to see it. So it's bullshit. And then, like I say, Mike's going through it. I've told him, he's pulled up an article in a newspaper, but over here, the newspaper is fucking bullshit. It's the worst newspaper ever for fucking out being way, way off mark with the content, what they put in. And I know that because I live over here. No one even buys that newspaper over here. It's the cheapest newspaper. Half of it's full of advertising. It's just trash.
Yeah.
So the guy who's... Go on, bro.
I found it too, Lars. What's up? What's up, Daz Pez? I found it too. And let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is right here. You know, the Daily Star. You know, put it out there. And as you can see, this is what they got on here. This type of shit right here at the top. Mom wears X-rated Kim Kardashian dress. This is what they put on there. This is the type of article they put on here that they want motherfuckers to click on. And they talking about these two fucks making and this guy right here, Anthony Joshua, making a lot of money. And then not only that is what a lot of people got to understand is this too. See, you can say whatever you want to about barbershop conversations and Blue Blood Sports TV and stuff like that. You can say whatever you want to about these cats. But there's one thing's for certain. There's one thing's for certain. This guy
must be British here.
Who?
This Daz Pez.
What did he say?
He must be. He's put DAZN are paying over the odds with big names. Now, I'm not saying what he's earning, but I reckon it's a career high. I don't agree with that, bro, but maybe I could be wrong. Everyone's wrong. But then he's put, this is what's made me laugh, he's put, lol, a Daily Star is a builder's paper, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he's fucking right. It's a builder's paper. It's a bullshit newspaper. No one buys it. Only builders, like you say. Cheap-ass builders.
So this is what
I work in construction myself.
But let me,
go on, brother.
Let me show you what I was talking about, Daz. You know, this is shit that you got to deal with. So look at this, right? This is on Daily Star, right? This was made on the 6th, right? And so what happened was you had other people out there, right, coming out with this, right? This is Ringside 24. Ringside 24 got their information right here from the Daily Star. And they said it where they got the information from. And they came out with this article, Andrew something, March 12th, right? This one says March 12th. It could have been updated or whatever, but it says, actually, sorry, right here, because that's what's under it. See it? Sorry. February 7th, the day after, right? Now when you go to Boxing News, right? They said they got this from Eric Ermit surveys the boxing world in his Spin and Snipes column, right? So they quoting him and saying that this is supposed to be a career high, and this article was written. Did I pass it? Yeah, February 8th, right? February 8th. And then you go on to the fighting, right? The weigh-in, right? It's a little website, the Weigh-In Podcast, right? You go to the Weigh-In Podcast, February 8th, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about the 32 million. Right?
Yeah.
So
just quickly, Mike. My brother's just summed it up here. The brother here, Daz Pez, whatever he's called, he's put that article may as well have been in the Daily Sport. The Daily Sport over here, Mike, is a newspaper what fucking reports all comical things like fucking 10,000 monkeys found on planet Moon and shit like that. That's what.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's another fucking mad paper like the Daily. It's not as bad as the Daily Star. Sorry, it's worse than the Daily Star, but they're all linked. And yeah, he's put there bullshit.
It is. It is bullshit. But the thing about it is that the crazy thing about it is that people believe this shit.
For real.
You know, and that's the dangerous thing about it. And that's why I said, Laws, man, I believe these cats make this shit. See, look, even this the Freedom, this website.
Sorry. He's British, this guy. Yeah, he's put World War II plane found on Mars. That's what the paper reports, things like that.
Boxing scene. Look at this one. Let's look at these. So these are other people that put it out. So, but it looks like the people who made it over the top. What was it? The Feedemon? The fuck is this? Nah, it don't look. I'm getting off of that, man. That see, in boxing scene, right?
Yeah.
Boxing scene did theirs. They didn't do theirs the same day. It's on the 7th. They did it. What the brief report? The fuck is this? They did theirs on the 6th, at least. Let me get this shit up out of here. This shit might be fraudulent. It might put a virus on your shit. But look at this though. Let's see if we got something that says. Damn, that's all we get. Yeah, man. I mean, they spread it to shit.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, I'm just typing to this brother now. It very well could be a career. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that at all. It very well could be. I'm no fucking media guy. I don't know fuck all about his ins and outs of his wages. And it very well could be a career high, brother. But there's no way on earth he's earning $32 million. No way. Not for that fight. Honestly, mate. Well,
the only way I believe is a career high. The only way I believe is a career high is because of the simple fact is that he has, you know, he can get the Sky Sports pay-per-views, the Zone subscriptions, money from Matchroom Boxing, and money from the Zone, and the back end shit. That's where
I think it'll come from, the Zone.
You know, that's the only reason why, because it could be all sorts of things. It could be like AJ didn't want to fight over here, and the Zone was like, "Look, man, we got to have the fight. Blah blah blah. Whoop. I'll give you this on top of what Edward Hearn is going to give you." So you got to think about that. And then if you're going out here saying it's a career high of 32 million, right? You're not 32 million for Anthony Joshua, and then maybe 5 or 8 for Big Baby Miller. It's definitely not a percentage. This is different than what we are used to, because the amount of money that these two fighters is getting has already been put aside before the fight even happened. This money is not generated. This money is not going to be generated from this fight.
No.
So, and you can't, because how do you generate? How can you do a purse split with the paper with the broadcast off of the broadcasting numbers?
Yeah.
When ain't no broadcast, when you can't do it with a subscription base, when they have other things other than sports. People are going to be logging in to watch the Zone all over the world to watch the Yankees and Boston play. And he don't even know that. Well, I'm pretty sure he knows now. You know what I'm saying? So look, and this is how and this is how trustworthy you know boxing scene is. When they have things up here like this, who is better? Who is the better president, Obama or Trump? Conservative buzz. Get the fuck out of here. And then look at the advertisements on the side. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look. And then look. They got these two ass clowns. They got the Snack Attack Pro Artificial Muscle Intelligence in 2 weeks. They got some 50% off casual leather shoes. They got some dumbass, stupid ass fucking shirts over here with some. Who the fuck will wear this shit? This shit look, well, it does look better than Fork and Dick Booty Icon shit. It does look better than that. And then look at this shit. Oh, this for you, Laws, right here. This little knife, pocket watch, pocket knife.
No.
But they ain't got shit on there.
I just brought a new one the other day. 200 quid.
What do you say?
I just brought a new one the other day. Cost me fucking 200 quid.
What do you say?
Yeah, go on, bro. You read that out.
Yeah, he said, I think he gets Sky Sports money too. Do you think maybe that hold up. I think he gets Sky Sports money too. Do you think maybe that might be included on a prediction amount? Yeah. No. I don't think it is. It ain't got nothing to do with them predicting nothing. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. They can't predict nothing.
Yeah,
they don't have the zone doesn't have a gauge yet.
No, but they can predict things though, Mike. They got
no, they can't because they can't. The reason why I'm saying they can't predict nothing because this is AJ's first fight. Miller ain't did no numbers because Miller ain't headlined the card.
Yeah,
that's the reason why. Now you can say they can try to predict from Canelo, but Canelo is known in the U.S. The whole thing about it is finally they brought their biggest. And Anthony Joshua's not even their biggest star. It's Canelo.
Yeah, no way is he. Yeah, no fucking way is he bigger. Definitely not over in America.
You can't say the zone is. You can't say Anthony Joshua is big as Anthony Joshua is the zone's biggest fighter when the zone ain't in the UK. It's over here.
Yeah.
And so how can you say Anthony Joshua is? That's why when I was talking about the whole article on ESPN, One World Under Anthony Joshua, on that ESPN article.
Yeah.
How you gonna take over the world? How can you take over the world without taking over in America?
No, certainly you've to take over the world, you've got to complete America.
Yeah,
you've got to conquer America.
And Anthony Joshua ain't their biggest fighter. And that's why I was saying earlier. Why would you give Canelo 365? Right? Why would you give somebody 365 to come sign with you? Right? Which I don't think that was a build my brand move. I think that was a hoard a fighter move. Keep him from going somewhere else move. Because obviously, you're not giving Canelo the same look that you giving AJ. You're not.
Yeah.
I don't see Canelo with big elongated articles on ESPN. With all the bells and trinkets and whistles on it. I don't see Anthony Joshua. I don't see Tyson Fury getting it. I don't see nobody in America getting it but him. And so that's just to show you, baby. And it was on ESPN. So for ESPN to do an article like that for somebody that's not on their platform, that's not on a platform, to go out of the way for them, just like with the Daily Star, somebody had to pay. In my opinion, somebody had to pay for that article. Somebody had to go on there, pay ESPN. I don't know how much. $5, $10, $200, $20,000, $50,000. I don't know how much but they had to pay somebody to put that article on there because you're not even on that platform. So why would ESPN build Anthony Joshua's name and not Deontay Wilder's and not Tyson Fury's? And the list goes on and on. Why would you do that? You got help. What's up with Spence? You know what I'm saying? So come on, bruh. Then Dad said, if you work out Canelo wage for each fight, it doesn't work out. It doesn't. Let me read it again. If you work out Canelo wage for each fight, it does work out. Bang on 32 million. That's a little fishy. I mean, put it like this: if Canelo is getting, if Canelo is getting 32 million a fight, right? If Canelo is getting 32 million a fight, right? How in the fuck is DAZN getting that back when they can't even do 15 million viewers? I mean 15,000 viewers. You see what I'm saying? Even if they was to do, let's see here, with my handy dandy calculator. Because what you got to understand is that it's not just Canelo, it's other fighters in the mix too. But everybody got to get paid, right? Everybody got to get paid. So if you got 32, right, that means you got to get 1 million. You want at least about 1 million revolving subscriptions a month from the UK. I mean, from the US. That would equal to about what? $10 million, right? Because it's $9.99, $10 million, right? Right? So you times that by 12, right? That gives you $120 million, right? Enough to pay off that shit enough to pay off that motherfucker and some, and to host some other fights. But the whole thing about it is, if that's all you're getting, and Canelo fights 2 times a year, that's 64. That's 64 million. That's 64 million. That leaves you with $56. I mean, $56 million. Then what about everybody else? Because you ain't got.
Mike.
Yeah.
What were we on about? I missed that bit.
No, I was just breaking it down.
So I've just been through a piss.
No, I was just breaking it down because if he's saying it's 32 million, for basically, in order for them to get that money back, and for them to break even off of, you know, the first 2 years of their thing, they're gonna have to do 1 million revolving subscribers, in my opinion. I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
You know, and if people want to go out here and say how much money is this person getting, people want to speculate here that DAZN is going to take over and do what? Take over and do what? Take over and do what? You're going to take over and keep paying people ungodly money? Ask Triple G for what is it? Get Triple G 32? How you gonna get that money back? None of his fights gonna get you that. After Triple G is fighting Canelo, after that fight, especially if Canelo wins, right? Especially if Canelo wins and beats him again, because you know they're gonna have to beat him twice. Who the fuck is Triple G gonna fight? That's gonna bring revolving subscribers. Hasn't
he just signed with DAZN Triple G, or he's about to?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with you in this guy, because figures and numbers ain't my fucking speciality, so I don't know fuck all about that.
He said Canelo signs $365 million, 11-fight deal. Do the math, and I think you'll find I'm right. I'm not saying if you're right or you're wrong. I'm saying they ain't gonna get that money back. I mean, and that's for certain. It don't matter.
I agree with you there. They won't get the money back off Canelo.
You ain't getting that shit back. You ain't getting it back. And then the Daily Star is saying 32 million for Anthony Joshua versus Miller. They ain't getting that money back. How do you? From where? What they selling Bitcoin? That's the only way I think they get that money back. Is if they're running the Ponzi scheme with Bitcoin. And then you got to think about it this. Oh, we forgot about taxes. We forgot about the tax man. We forgot about even if it's 365, how much is you really getting per fight? And then not only that is you got to pay. You got to pay your team. You got to pay your section body dues. The arena got to get paid. Everybody got to get paid. So yeah, mind boggles where money is coming. Where the money coming from? Like Edward Hearn said, I want to know where the money's coming from. You know,
like his brother just said before, end of the day, Mike, all this fucking speculation over money, fucking who sells the most seats, who's the most popular fighter, who's the most Instagram fucking got the most Instagram followers. It's just all fucking bullshit. End of the day, I just want to see the fight. I ain't got no bad blood between any of the fighters, mate. I wish them both the best. I want to see Tyson Fury, Wilder too. I want to see AJ, Tyson Fury, and I want to see Deontay Wilder, AJ, and also included in that, I want to see Luis Ortiz thrown in the mix with him, and maybe Dylan White.
But Laws, you forgot.
Oh, I know, yeah.
You forgot, Laws. Our opinion don't fucking matter.
Well, yeah, true,
and that's the sorry part about it. How the fuck are we supposed to pay $10 here, $20 here, and we can't even get what we want?
Yeah,
Soon as we're gonna do a poll for the fights that the fans want to see, and then you don't give us the names that we want. You put your names that maybe this guy, maybe that guy, maybe this guy, maybe that guy.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, you could have put Adam Konecki in there. People would have been like, yeah, you know what? Let's see what Adam got.
Yeah, you get smoked him.
Put somebody else in there. Let's see what this other guy got. But what you did was you gave us the names that you wanted to put out there, not the names what the fans wanted to see. Because like Law said, the only thing we care about is the top 3-4 dudes, and that's it. All them motherfuckers could crawl. You know what I'm saying, Laws? Like don't come and tell me. Don't come and tell me in Laws that you want the Deontay Wilder versus Fury fight, but then you're not telling your man, but you're not telling Tyson Fury, man, what the fuck you doing, man? We wanted to see the fight. What are you doing? You're not saying nothing remotely to chastise this guy, and then at the same time and say, well, we understand. We understand why you took the money.
Yeah.
You skipped us out of a fight, but we understand. Ain't nobody doing that. Same thing with Anthony Joshua. You could have gave Deontay Wilder that money from the get-go. Why you offer it now?
Yeah, of course you could have. Of course you could have, bro. I mean, I was listening to an interview. Not going to name his channel, but he's an LDBC member, and he's just started getting going, and he's got a fucking brilliant channel going. But he put an interview up with Lennox Lewis on on his one of his videos, and Lennox Lewis, I watched it. He only put a little bit up, obviously, because of copyright. And I went on to, I think it was the Rogan show. Is it Rogan in America?
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
The bald-headed guy. Yeah,
UFC.
I was listening to some of it, and Lennox Lewis only earned, I think Holyfield got 10 million for that fight, and Lewis only got something like 5 or 6 million.
Yeah,
he was the fucking champion at the time.
Yeah, but
or he had the WBC belt, one or two, but he took the purse cut and made the fight. Why can't these fighters do it? Yeah. Why can't these fighters do it now, man?
Because at the end of the day, it's like this. It's like this. Like I said, you got to name your price in life. You know what you're willing to do and not to do, and that goes with everything. You got to name your price. There's always a price. If like, check this, I don't care what it is. If you want to hold your shit, if you want to hold your piss, there's a price for that. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be some pain, some uncomfortability. You know what I'm saying? Some medical things down the road. There's going to be a price for that. And everything in life you do, you got to name your price. Now, these guys, chose not to give a rematch, Deontay Wilder would have took the 15. He would have took the 15. Fought Anthony Joshua either here in the UK, but they didn't want to give a rematch. But now all of a sudden, you throwing out. You wasn't throwing out $15 million at first for Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian White, and then giving him around 20, and then another 20 million to fight Anthony Joshua twice. You started off with with Anthony Joshua. You started off with 12 million. Then you started off with 50. Then you went to 15 million.
Yeah.
And then there's rumors out there. Then the rumor is out there that you wanted to give him $40 million. $40 million at the last minute. Finally, you give him a rematch. Well, Edward Hearn likes to call it a 2-fight deal. Finally, you want to give him that. When it was too late. When you knew that Deontay Wilder wasn't going to call you back. When you knew that Deontay Wilder wasn't going to answer your emails. You sorry bitch. That's when you start doing it. And now all of a sudden, you offering the guy more money. And it keeps every single time the amount that you offer in Deontay Wilder gets bigger, and bigger. Every time. And at the same time these offers get bigger, the people on the other side, the sporting the dick and booty icons, people like them, the pushback from them gets bigger. Because they starting to realize, these motherfuckers are starting to realize that Deontay Wilder was worth that a long time ago, but they weren't willing to pay.
Yeah.
Now you got the chairman or president of a company quoting Malcolm X, talking about some by any means necessary. Come on. And you believe and oh, that's what it is, Laws. Now the narrative, one of the narratives is that Deontay Wilder is only worth the amount of money that the Zone is giving him because of AJ.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just banging your head against the wall.
I ain't tripping. I don't get tired.
No, not you, bro. Not you. I'm just on about the whole situation. It's just, I can remember of every. I think this is why I get on with you so well, because you do know your boxing, mate, and I won't. I'm not saying I agree with you on everything.
Yeah, you know yours too, man.
But
you ain't supposed to agree. Then we just be fucking it won't be right. You ain't supposed to agree.
Yeah.
Even Black Fat Man in 78, they be disagreeing on there.
Yeah, for real. But one thing what always sticks in my mind is, I think it was towards around about September last year, you said 2019 in the heavyweight division will be exactly the same as 2018. And that comment, what you said to me, just you're proving me right, mate. It's just in 2018. In fact, we had two good fights, didn't we? We had Ortiz, Wilder Fury, and now he's just fucking hell, what we've been presented with so far. I mean, the first big fight of the heavyweights so far. I mean, I don't know if Dominic Breazeale and Wilder's penciled in. There's a date, but we're looking at June, aren't we? Summertime, another 3 months away for fucking Fat Tripe Miller and AJ. I don't want to watch that shit, man.
And then not only that is like let's say for instance, right after Miller fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
After the Miller fight, let's say Anthony Joshua wins, but he breaks his hand, right? You know he's going to take another fight before he fights Deontay Wilder to make sure that shit's working.
Yeah, of course.
So, and the same thing like for Deontay Wilder. What if he tears a bicep again, or fucks his elbow up again? You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, as well, Mike, one of them might end up getting knocked out before these fights are ever made.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible, but I don't care who what happens. You know, hell, if Big Baby Miller wins, that makes it even better. Because then Big Baby Miller get a check. He might get a contract with somebody. Hold up. He might get a contract with somebody. Then what if you don't go with DAZN? What if you go with ESPN? What if he leaves Edward Hearn in the dust?
Well, Dusty's come out though and already said that he's going to freeze Wilder out for up to 2 years, and I've seen the interview.
I mean, he could, your eyes may shine and your teeth may grit, but those words, the words you speak, only talking shit. He only talking shit. I don't care what these guys say, but we heard Fury talk, we heard Deontay Wilder talk, we heard all these fighters talk. But there's one thing's for certain: when that bag gets thrown in the air, motherfuckers gonna be thinking different.
Yeah, listen, Daz Prez, he's put. Let's face it, it does all that really matter? I think that Hearn is pushing and has been for a while. You can't let Wilder off scot-free. Listen, bro, I ain't letting no one off scot-free, because the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, at the very beginning of the negotiations between Wilder and AJ, in my eyes, Wilder was the one who was pushing to make the fight. AJ was the one who was coming with the bullshit, like I said earlier. He was on, is it Radio Raccoon? I seen it anyway on YouTube. Yeah, he come out and said, 50 million, I'll fight him tomorrow. Wilder got the money. Proof. Frank Warren's even said he's seen the receipts, that the money was there. Tyson Fury's solicitors come out and said that he's seen it. But whether it was or wasn't, anyway, he was offered that. I seen the clip on YouTube off AJ's Instagram or Twitter, whatever it was, where he sat in his buddy in a car with his buddy, and he said, right, let's make this fight. And this is what I was saying to you, Mike, before, where all the brothers in the LDBC were bouncing when that come out. They were buzzing, yeah, the fight's going ahead. And then nothing ever come of it. He sent Wilder a message on Twitter saying, let's make this fight. Nothing ever come of it. So the reason what I'm saying here is why I don't let any of them off free is the reason is because all the bullshit started from AJ. And then, obviously, after Wilder beat Ortiz and he drew with Tyson Fury, Wilder now knows what he's worth. So now Wilder's fucking digging his feet in the ground, and only rightly so. So AJ's to blame. If there was a scale, I'm a Libra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a scale. If you was to put the blame on Wilder and on AJ, I'm sorry, Daz, but 60-40 is on AJ's side. I'm sorry, but I've been following these negotiations for a while, and Wilder's only now just starting playing tough. And he's rightly so, because he knows what he's been worth. Since he's had the fight with King Kong Ortiz and Tyson Fury, especially the Tyson Fury fight, his market is just fucking driven. It's shot through the roof. So now Wilder knows what he's worth. He doesn't take advice from people. He takes advice from his own self. He knows what he's worth. And he's dragging his feet now. Like Mike said before, DAZN want him. Rightly so, if they want him. Wilder, you watch Wilder now dig his feet in the ground and fucking get the best deal he can. And it's right, because I'm sorry, but AJ's fucked the guy around so many times. There's only so much bullshit you can listen to. where you just think enough's enough. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's happened to work in Wilder's favour. That's how I see it. That's my personal view. I mean, everyone has their own different views, but that's just my personal view.
I mean, for me, Daz, man, you're gonna have to clarify what you mean with the whole. I think that Hearn is pushing, and I think that Hearn is pushing, and has been for a while. You're gonna have to you're gonna and you know you're gonna have to clarify that comment for me, man, because I'm not clearly understanding.
Well, he's put it there, Mike. He's put both teams got to take it now for shit negotiations.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying he needs to explain that's those couple of sentences to me. I'm not saying that part, but I'm saying when you say let's face it, does all that really matter? I think that Hearn is pushing and has been for a while. You can't let Wilder off scot-free. He has to explain. I mean, I would like for him to explain that a little bit for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that I'm getting, before I say something, that I get it right. That's all. I'm not trying to. I'm not.
I know you, Mike. You're a fair man, mate. I know that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't jump in the gun straight away. I know that, bro.
Yeah. So if you can chime in for and let me know that, because I'm just gonna give you my opinion on what I think you mean. Then you can go out. You can say what you got to say if you're still here or whatever. But I don't think Hearn has been pushing for the fight. And the reason why I think that Hearn ain't been pushing for the fight since day one of negotiations, because when they first tried to negotiate for the AJ fight, Edward Hearn showed up and only talked about Dillian Whyte. It's only in the second interview that he finally started to talk about the AJ fight, but he was saying you got to take the Dillian Whyte fight first. So he so Deontay Wilder can help build their brand, right? It wasn't about Deontay Wilder making himself known to the world. It was about Deontay Wilder helping him out. And then he came, and then that's when Deontay Wilder said, "Hey, I'll fight your Dillian Whyte as long as you put on a contract that I get him next, that I get Anthony Joshua next." And what did Edward Hearn say? No, we can't do that. We can't put him on the same contract. You could do a separate
real talk,
contract.
Mike.
We could do the Deontay Wilder versus AJ and the Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte fight right now. But nah, you didn't want to do that. And then the list goes on and on with not getting a rematch clause. Or like I keep trying to say, like Edward Hearn calls it, a 2-fight deal. Why you can't say a rematch clause? Because in the rematch clause that was the 2-fight deal that was given was, the last one was that Deontay Wilder won't even get 50-50 still. 50-50 is still, and even if Deontay Wilder wins, 50-50 is still up for negotiations. You see what I'm saying? So, and then if he takes the deal, right? If he takes the deal if he signs that contract and he wins, he can't say that he's not going to fight AJ. He can't, because I'm pretty sure it's going to say immediately. So with that being said, he still will have to take that fight, or I don't even think they would go to a purse bid, because it's multiple sanctioned bodies. So I don't know how that works. So Deontay Wilder would still be under the rule and thumb of that contract, which is, conducted by Edward Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. And then he says, I think it was, he says Wilder needs to come to the table. He said, let me read what he said. Let me read these two comments. He said, Dad said Wilder needs to come to the table. You can't negotiate it without talks. Dad said numerous attempts that were being ignored by Finkel at least put all the differences aside and fucking talking his key right. But you got to think, Daz. See, you know what's been going on a bit.
Yeah, he does, man. It's not daft.
You know what's been going on. So you know when Deontay Wilder stopped talking to Edward Hearn and stopped answering his emails and stuff like that. Who was Deontay Wilder trying to fight? Tyson Fury. And then after the draw, who was Deontay Wilder trying to fight? That Edward Hearn kept knocking on the door. Tyson Fury. And then Tyson Fury's go ghost. And then Deontay Wilder's like, fuck it. I can find a fight. Hell, I fight Dominic Brazil, Adam Konecki, whoever. Louis King Kong Ortiz again, whoever. I'm still gonna be satisfied with what I get. I'm still gonna be satisfied with my life and how I live it. And that's what people got to understand. Negotiations is a two-way street. And we all know this. But if the other side of the street didn't want to give you what you wanted or meet you halfway, you know, a rematch clause, because that was the thing first, and then it became 40. Then it became what 40% or whatever the case may be with the 2-fight deal. But that was all after the fact that they were already that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder was already negotiating. He says numerous attempts were being. Then he says, Dad says Hearn hasn't done himself any favors with all that Shelley shit, but they're all grown ups, right? Edward on record saying anything is possible, even first fight in the States, but we need to communicate. We need communication. You are correct. They are adults. They are adults. So when you're an adult and you're talking to somebody else and you're in a respectful manner, and then this guy goes out here and dragging your name in the mud, what do you think another adult gonna do? Adult shit. Decision-making skills, critical thinking skills. Like Daz, I'm gonna tell you again. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this again, like I said before. In life, you have to name your price, right? So if you're going for a job interview and they ask you how much do you want, right, to take this job, what are you going to say? Are you going to say how much you're worth? Or are you going to say how much you're willing to take? Or are you going to extremely lowball yourself because you don't know how much you're worth? So all this whole time that Edward Hearn's been throwing out 12 million, 15 million with no rematch, no 2-fight deal, and then come up. Hey, you know how much you worth. Hold up. And then Deontay Wilder is telling everybody out there, like, hey, come on, man. I'll take it. I'll take the 12. I'll take the 15. Where's the rematch? Where's the 2-fight deal that you've been talking about? Where is it? You see what I'm saying? You can't just say take it or leave it. And you want somebody to communicate with you. Can't say that you have to take what I feel like giving you because you only have one belt, because you're not as known as you should be in America, or you're not as known as I want you to in America. And then if you rewind the tape, 2018, 2019, 2020, and now we're in 2019. And now Edward Hearn is saying, yeah, right now, the Wilder versus AJ fight does 1 million pay-per-view buys. So was Deontay Wilder right by not taking those offers? Was Deontay Wilder right by not communicating back with Edward Hearn? Because now all of a sudden, they throw in more money that we didn't think that they would offer Deontay Wilder. That matchroom, that Sporting the Dick and Booty Icons and the rest of those guys didn't think Deontay Wilder was worth. But now he's getting that because they know. And they know. They know. In order for the zone to succeed, they need Deontay Wilder. In order for Anthony Joshua to be one world, in order for it to be one world under Anthony Joshua, he has to go through Deontay Wilder, and that's point blank, period. Go ahead, Laws.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's scariest thing about it, bro, is there could be. You really don't know who could fucking beat each other. There could be there could between them two fighters, even Tyson. There could be so many great fights between them. There could be a trilogy between AJ and Deontay Wilder. There very well could be a trilogy against Fury, Wilder, and vice versa. You just, like you said before, it's us who are paying for it, aren't we? Because we're never going to see these fights. And it's such a shame because I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't write off AJ not knocking out Wilder, and I certainly wouldn't write off Wilder knocking out AJ. You do. There could be so many good fights between these heavyweights. I mean, the heavyweights to me, this is booming for me. It's the best I've seen in the last 15, nearly 20 years. Well, since the last days of Lennox Lewis. Klitschko was a good fighter, but they were boring as fuck. These guys have got that little bit more oomph about them. And I think we could have so many good fights if all these negotiations could just somehow just get ironed out.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna put it like this, man. Oh man, my shit fucking up. Can you hear me, Laws? Laws, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it like this. You can't. Damn, what am I about to say? Because my computer looking funny now.
Yeah, you're all mixed up then, brother.
Here we go. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, now I can see it. Now I can at least see Google Hangouts. This is kind of a couple pages refreshing. So this is how I put it. If I can remember before I just went squirrel for a second. Damn it, I forgot. Anyways, there it is. Let me close that window. Let me close this window real quick. There we go.
Yeah, you're all chewed up then, bro.
Huh?
You're all chewed up then, bro.
Yeah, I'm closing some of these windows real quick.
KT's in the house. Salute, brother.
What up, homie? Let me close some of these windows real quick before this, so I can.
Yeah, like I was saying, brother. Me personally, my point of view is if I think AJ and Wilder had a trilogy, just say they did. One of each one in my eyes, I think could lose. And I wouldn't write off AJ knocking Wilder out, and I certainly wouldn't knock Wilder out for knocking AJ out. It's just, I just wish he'd make the fights, man. That's all I wish. That's all I want to see. To just see who is the best. Because at the end of the day, them two hold all the belts, don't we?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they got it going on, man. This is it. I mean, you can't go out here, playing the game of marbles, and then there's only two guys with all the marbles, and not play no more, and just leave the playground, and then make everybody wait to get their marbles back. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's just, the way it is, like we all seen it. If we rewind the tape and look at how everything transpired over the years since, this guy's 17th fight, He hasn't been doing nothing but hoarding up, collecting and hoarding all the belts. That was their plan. To come out here, collect all these belts so they could put Anthony Joshua in the position that he is in right now, which is holding up boxing and trying to make other fighters bend at the knee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
because
yeah, I agree with you there, bro, but
hold up.
Hold up. Yeah, go on.
Because if you look at Joseph Parker, during that time, he wasn't going to fight Deontay Wilder. And we all know why.
No, what's he fucked?
And you see how those negotiations went. See how the negotiations with Alexander Povetkin went.
Come on, mate.
So you gotta
come
on. To me, now all of a sudden it's prime time to fight Deontay Wilder. When they know is not it's not gonna be as big as it would be in 2020, 2021, because it'd be even bigger. But they can't wait no longer. They can't. The zone can't wait no longer. And Anthony Joshua can't wait no longer. Because at some point, people are going to start waking up and be like, yo, y'all fucking up the church's money.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, go ahead, Laws.
I was just saying, I agree with what you just said, but I disagree a little bit with it. And what I mean by that, where I disagree, I totally agree with what you just said, holding up the belts and all that. But in my eyes, if I honestly believe, right, if AJ wasn't with Hearn, I don't think AJ would have held up these belts. I think he would have just gone for it. I do believe he's the type of fighter that he would go for it, but because fucking Master Hearn's got in his head and he's fucking telling him, oh yeah, we do this, we'll go this road, we'll go down that road, fuck that road, we'll miss him out and we'll go down here. And AJ's he's brainwashed by Hearn. He's brainwashed by him. Because at the end of the day, Hearn, I don't care what anyone says, Eddie Hearn doesn't give two fucks about AJ. He doesn't give two fucks about him. I'm telling you now, man, if AJ gets dropped off Miller and then they have a rematch and Miller drops him again, you watch fucking Eddie Hearn wash his hands on him. He did it with fucking Kell Brook. He put him in a fight against Golovkin. It was so obvious that Golovkin was going to beat the shit out of him. But he pumped fucking Golovkin. I'm not saying it was all Eddie Hearn. But what I'm saying is Eddie Hearn is, you know, like when you're in a queue at school when you was a kid, you were lining up for something, you had that kid who always poked you in your back. That's Eddie Hearn, man. He's poking Joshua to, yeah, don't do this, don't do that, don't do it. And now AJ, like KT always says, he's a corporate man. But deep down, I believe AJ isn't. I believe AJ's a boxer, and I do believe that AJ would have taken these fights.
But that's the thing, Laws. I never said that he wouldn't.
No, I know you didn't, brother. I know that. I know you didn't say that, bro. Yeah. I'm just.
I mean, but my whole thing is just. Hold on, let me turn this gain up a little bit. My whole thing is with my whole thing is. Make sure you can. My whole thing is with Anthony Joshua is not. He's not in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Eddie Hearn, he's that poker, isn't he, bro?
So
he's poking him,
okay,
telling him what to do.
Okay, I can see what you're saying now, but at the same time, is that you can't. You if I like how when they had all those, when they had all those old boxers on the stage, that when all the boxers that said that they fought who they promoter told them to fight and stuff like that, they all majority of them had not the best of careers. You know what I'm saying? But Holyfield sat up there and was like, you know, I fought who I was supposed to fight. I fought the guy that was in front of me. Like, you can't say that you are professional. You look, if Anthony Joshua is going to go around here and call himself a professional, he needs to act like it. Because as a professional, you just won't go with what the next man is going to tell you. As a professional, you have to make self decisions.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, brother.
And some of these decisions might not be the most comfortable decision for you. But in the long scheme, and the whole, hold up. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, I'll tell you a quick thing here. I think like boxers in this day and era, right? When I was a kid years ago, boxers, like you said, they made their own decisions. They had advisors, which were normally the managers, not the managers, the trainers, because they're the people who work with the boxer. They're the people who know what the boxers are capable of and what they're not capable of. But in my day and age, like now, especially with Anthony Joshua, it seems to me that the boxer don't make the decision. The managers don't make the decision. The trainer don't make the decision. It's the fucking promoter who makes the decision. Am I right or am I wrong?
What a lot of these guys out there.
I'm just saying, in Joshua wise.
Oh yeah. I mean, but even if you put it another way, I mean, you could say that, okay, with can you hear me good, Laws?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, crystal clear, brother.
Okay. So with let's just say some of those PBC, some of these
just quickly what I say about it, the reason why I said that is because I see several interviews with fucking Ed Hearn talking bullshit. I'm not the fucking man. I don't make decisions. At the end of the day, AJ's his own man. He makes the decisions. Bullshit. Eddie Hearn makes the fucking decisions. I'm not saying he makes the final decision, but what I'm saying is Eddie Hearn pumps his head full of shit what decision he should make for money. Because at the end of the day, like I say, Eddie Hearn is thinking of his pockets, not AJ. I'm not saying he doesn't care about AJ. Of course he must do. But if AJ gets fucking beat off Miller and then they have a rematch and he gets beat again, you watch fucking Eddie Hearn wash his hands on him. I'm telling you. His dad was the same. The slimy bastards, man. Eddie... That's the reason why Dillian Whyte don't want nothing to do with him. He's learned the hard way.
I mean, but I don't. Oh, go ahead, Laws.
No, go on, bro. I'll finish now.
I mean, I mean, this is how I see it. Edward Hearn ain't gonna have no choice. Ain't gonna have no choice but to still ride with AJ because he ain't got nothing else. He ain't got nothing else. If he repeats that with Anthony Joshua, who's gonna want him? That'd be kind of like that'd be kind of like you being a cop and you having a confidential informant and you telling everybody, and then as soon as the motherfucker does something that you don't like, you go and tell the whole world he a confidential informant. So next time when you try to get another one, people gonna be like, nah, I ain't going with this dude. I ain't going with this dude because he gonna rat me out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
what's up?
I just don't think it'll happen, mate. Eddie Hearn is not. Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, right, both a pair of slimy bastards, right? But the difference between Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren is Frank Warren's been around the game fucking 20, 30 years before that greaseball fucking come on the scene. He was always fucking neck and neck with his old man, Skeletor, right? His old man was a con man. He tried to con the British public that fucking Herbie Hyde was fucking Muhammad Ali. Fuck me, he fought Klitschko, he got wiped out off Klitschko. He fought Riddick Bowe, he got wiped out off Riddick Bowe. Then let him go. When Riddick Bowe fucking beat Herbie Hyde's ass up, he washed his hands of him. Herbie Hyde's never been seen or heard of ever since.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, they can't keep doing the same. They can't keep having the same track record. And then not only that is that, you know, they got DAZN in the picture and stuff like that. And then with the DAZN deal and stuff like that, they don't have nobody else. You know what I'm saying? In the heavyweight division, you know, if you go and put it like that, you know, that they could just hurry up and replace them. You know, it's going to take them a couple years.
That. Yeah.
So I don't think he'll let them go. I think.
Well,
go ahead.
No, you finish, brother, because I keep butting in. Sorry.
I mean, no, it's cool. It's just off the strength that they have no choice. They have no choice.
Until
they can get another heavyweight fighter in there that they could pass around. You know, somebody that could beat a Joseph Parker, somebody that could beat a Klitschko, somebody that could beat Dillian White. He ain't gonna let him go like that, because if that was, even if he does lose against Dusty Miller twice, he can still he's still the UK champ. He's still the UK pride and joy, whether or not he took a couple L's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like if he loses against Miller twice, it's not like he can't eventually bounce back.
You know I'm not disapproving that, bro. But what the reason why I said that is because what I'm saying is he's had all these victory fights over here in front of his home crowd and 90,000, 100,000, 80,000, whatever. I don't know what the full stats of him selling out the stadiums. But what I'm saying is, just imagine if he goes over to Madison Square Garden. In fact, Dusty Miller knocks him out, which I just don't see it myself. I think AJ's going to fucking pummel him. But I'm just saying, if Dusty beats him and knocks him out, and then they had a rematch at Wembley and he got knocked out again off Dusty, what do you think Eddie Hearn would do? I don't think there'd be any way back for him, because over here, mate, Mike, the British media, mate, they're fucking ruthless. They get football managers sacked left, right, and centre over here. Over here, brother. A football team, right? You could win fucking 8-10 games in a row, and then lose 3 games in a row, and the fucking media fucking hang you out to dry. And 9 out of 10 times, with the media putting up fucking a couple of bad articles about you, the fans turn on you. Next thing you know, bang, the manager's gone, sacked. The British media over here, they're ruthless. So if AJ was just say, because he's definitely going to have a match clause with him. If Dusty knocks him, just say if he did knock him out in Madison Square Gardens, and then they had another rematch in Britain and he got knocked out or got beat again, man, British public they'd turn on him. The British papers would just turn on him, and the tabloids would turn on him and say, oh, he's another Frank Bruno. Oh, he's another this, he's another that. And then all the casuals would just wash their hands with him, I believe. And then they'd wait for the next fucking great hope come along. I could be talking shit, but that's how I see boxing over here. Very similar to football, mate. The tabloids over here are very powerful, mate. Very, very powerful.
So you're saying they're ruthless?
Yeah.
Hey, Daz Pez, man, what you get kicked out of BFTB boxing for, man? What you get kicked out of there for?
He was on. Oh, is he back again, Daz?
Yeah, what you get kicked out of there for, man? What you undone up over there? you can't
BFTB's
you can't
ruthless,
go
isn't he?
you can't go over there and talk your shit without getting on, man. That's probably what happened. And you know what I'm saying? You can't go on BFTB's boxing without you know. Oh, you lost it a little? Yeah, bro, you can't go over there, man. That's not the place. That's not the place, man. You get hit
The
upside the
grave
wrench for the
digger.
yeah, you get, you know, I'll be donating body bag gear up over there, man, so we can, you know, because we be running out of them over there, you know. People get up over there, they want to talk that crap, and then they get blip, 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 blip. They get hit upside the head a few times.
It's hardcore over there, mate. And
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. My bad. Got it. Let me see. Yeah, you can't go up over there and talk shit, man. You're gonna get blip, blip, blip. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be getting hit. You're gonna be getting hit upside the head with wrenches the whole time. You're gonna see a whole slew of timed out for 300 seconds on that hoe. He ain't gotta listen to you. But you gotta think about it, Daz Paz, man. You're going on another man's channel, right? You're going on another man's channel, you know, expecting him to listen to you when he don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how you put it, man. You know, that ain't the boxing channel to go on to and try to tell him your opinions and stuff like that. Because the first thing that's gonna happen is either you're gonna get hit with a wrench or you're gonna get told to get on the panel. So you know, and it's gonna be very hard for you to beat the guy. So many have tried and many have lost. I mean, so you can. I wouldn't go on there. I wouldn't go on there, you know, talking about how, you know, Deontay Wilder needs to communicate with Edward Hearn.
Yeah, you're getting slapped
Matchroom
with a
boxing.
wrench.
I wouldn't do that over there, Jack, because you're gonna get that blip, 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 blip. You know, you're gonna get a couple of uppercuts. You know, somebody gonna hold your feet and somebody gonna go to town on them ribs, man. Because you know, black folks over here, we love ribs. He said what I was saying to him is that he keeps what he keeps seeing AJ fans,
he keeps calling AJ fans
nut huggers, dick riders, protectors and shit. But why does he think he any different? He emotional. He ain't emotional, man. First of all, what you got to understand is that he's not saying all AJ fans.
No, he's not.
He's talking about a specific type of AJ fans. That's what he's doing. Hey man, you know, you can't come over here and do that, homie.
Daz, listen to me, man. I'm a British guy. And listen to what Mike's saying, bro. What Mike's saying is you can't go over to BFTB's channel and try to express yourself as easy as you can over here because the diehard Wilder fans over there and they won't. I understand where he's coming from, Daz Perez, but you got to listen to what Mike's saying, bro. You can't go over there and just because the wrench mob over there, mate. They won't even. You try to put something, you know, like how you have done here, brother. You've said a few things, and me and Mike go with it because we're very open. We just, you know, we see all sides of the coin, both sides of the coin. Whereas if you, I like to do the debate, brother. But you can't go over on BFTB like Mike says. It says channel, bro. I'm not saying you've said things out of order, but there'll be people over there who won't agree with you, and they'll smash you with that wrench. But BFTB he's open to people's opinions as well. If you drop your email in there, he'll get you on the panel and he'll chat to you. I seen him there with 2 British guys the other day, and he was having a good time with them. They were both AJ fans. He's a diehard Wilder fan, and there was no bad blood, and they were having a good chat. I think that was Sunday night. They had a real. I don't even normally go in BFTB's channel. I just sit here and watch it because it's very entertaining. The man knows his boxing. I'm not saying he's right about everything. Neither am I.
I put it like this, man. You can't go on one LDBC channel and go to the next and call another dude in the LDBC a cocksucker.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't be doing that. And and the whole thing is he ain't. I mean, it's his channel. He runs it how he wants to run it. He ain't gotta listen to you. And from what I hear is you were only. I mean, I know he called you it, man, but you can't come on an LDBC channel, call another LDBC dude names and shit like that because I had to delete your comment, man. But because we're semi obligated to
best find the best. Yeah.
And then not only that too, from what I was told, you were only timed out on that channel. You weren't kicked off. You were only timed out for 300 seconds. Ron Finkley told me you was only timed out. So, you just gotta be mindful, of your surroundings, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
BFTB's all right, man. It's a good channel. BFTB's all right, man. I watched him the other night, Mike, with them British guys, and he's fucking dead respectful to them. To having a good laugh. There was a guy on there, I don't know who he's called, but I've seen BFTB roast him pure times, and he keeps coming back. And they've sort of struck a friendship now that they both disagree with each other, but at the end of the night, when it's the end of the podcast, they both say, yeah, fair enough. You like your champion, I like my champion. We shake hands and they move on. I don't know if you watched that Sunday night. If you go on BFTB's channel Sunday night, man, they had 2 British guys on there, and they had a real good talk. And there was no bad blood, there was no swearing and nothing.
Yeah. What up, Texas? I mean, you gotta put it like this, bro. You gotta think about it like this. With Deontay Wilder, even with him, there comes a lot of casuals. But the thing about it is that when you come on the LDBC channel, we just don't let our favorite fighter walk around like he can't do no wrong, because we call people out for it on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? We don't condone pocket watching. We don't condone dick riding. And people will even say that sometimes they're a little bit biased towards certain fighters. The thing about it is that AJ fans don't say that. They don't let it be known if they bias. They don't let it be known what kind of fan they is. The only, you know what I'm saying? You go on to any of those AJ fan website, YouTube channels, and go to a Deontay Wilder YouTube fan channel. I.e. the LDBC, any of the channels. The first thing you're gonna realize is that we just don't pull up facts with Deontay Wilder and not speak on it. You go on the other channel, on the other channels I'm talking about, they're not gonna pull up necessarily the facts. You see what I'm saying? What they're gonna do is they're gonna make sure that you believe what they believe. You go on the LDBC channel, like mine, why do you think I always say my opinion? Speculate. Blasey blah woo doo woo woo. And the reason why I do that is is because I don't want people to think that if I'm not pulling it up in the article, or if I'm not pulling up from the horse's mouth or something like that, that I'm putting words in somebody's mouth, or that I'm trying to make you believe my narrative. If you don't want to believe my narrative, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to kick you for that. You know what I'm saying? But you go on them AJ channels, you go on any one of them, you would get kicked. You would get kicked. If I was to go over there and start saying, if I go over there and say the $32 million that Anthony Joshua is getting is fake, and I can have proof that it's fake, that it's frivolous, now I get kicked. Not only would I get kicked, if I even pulled up the article where it came from, the Daily Star or whatever it's called,
Daily bullshit.
Nobody will read it. Even if they did read it, they make sure nobody believe it. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you can go around, you can listen to whoever you want to, you can believe in AJ. I'm not mad at you if you're an AJ fan. Nobody's mad about AJ fans. We mad about the people who sit there and just allow to listen, just believe anything. Yeah, builder's paper. Just believe anything, man. Some of that shit is the only thing that's good for is toilet paper to wipe your ass with. You know,
that's all it is. That's all it is, Mike. It's a fucking trash newspaper. This guy seems all right, man. He seems all right.
Yeah, he seemed kind of dizzy from getting hit with that wrench on BFTB's channel.
Right.
Yo, you know what? Speaking about dizzy, like I brought it up, but I end up getting because I be all over the place sometimes and I be forgetting shit.
Yeah.
I just thinking about speaking about being dizzy. I brought it up earlier, man, but I forgot to say something.
Yeah,
so,
I heard you say you forgot something. Go on, brother.
It's almost April, dude. It's almost April, right?
Yeah. Tax return for me.
And we don't hear nothing about, he said real dizzy. And we don't hear nothing about Tyson Fury and who his next opponent is.
No, I was just, funny enough, as you just said that, I was just looking on my phone then. Boxing Squares just put a video up on YouTube saying Chisora is the one bitching out, not Joseph Parker. So, is he going to fight Joseph Parker next? I think he might do, brother.
I mean, to tell you the truth, if I was Derek Chisora, see, he's moving too fast. You're moving too fast. You just got knocked out. You just got knocked out. So, and Anthony Joshua went the distance with this guy. Dillian White went the distance with this guy. He has way more stamina. He has way more stamina than Derek Chisora. Does Derek Chisora really want to take this fight right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can call out Joseph Parker all you want to, but your record ain't looking pretty good.
No.
So you might want to take a tune-up.
I mean, I'm not being funny, Mike. The big man's just come on now.
Yeah. It's about that time to get off anyways.
Yeah, he's coming up earlier, bro, now. He's 1 o'clock over here. He's 12 o'clock now. He's on
usually he come on at 9.
Over there?
Yeah. I mean,
what is it, 8 over there?
Yeah, it's 8:05.
But 12:05 over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get off too, man.
Yeah. Just quickly then, Joseph Parker, even if he fights fucking Chisora, that ain't doing him no favours
Nah, it ain't.
whatsoever.
Nah, it ain't.
Right, Mike. Am I going to get me arse up out here, mate? I'm going to tune into the general.
All right, bro.
Absolute pleasure, Mike. I'm going live Friday, brother. I don't know if you're working this. I think you're working this weekend, aren't you?
Nah, I ain't working this weekend. I'll be on with you.
You're on this weekend and this Friday.
Nah, I'm off, but I don't know what I'm doing. I might be outside on my car or something.
Yeah. Well, I'll go live over here about 10 o'clock, so that will be over there around about 6, 5 o'clock over in your time. So, yeah, pleasure, Mike. Thank you very much, mate, for having me on.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, love chopping it up with you, bro. Stay safe, brother, and I'll speak to you in the week, yeah?
All right. All right.
All right, brother. Stay safe. Peace out.
All right, bro.